Hey gamers! Zenless night. Well, kind of. The Dragon Age night, but we're also doing some Zenless. Because there's new shit, and that handy dandy little thingy on PlayStation said it shouldn't take that long. Which is hugely helpful to me. I really love that they do that. For the main quest, should be about an hour. And then I think we can also do Harumasa's, so maybe another half an hour to 45 on top of that.
Then how much longer are you going to keep filming it? Point the camera.
So I'll probably just go really long, like do that and then do
Citizen,
4 hours of Dragon Age.
Currently at the southern edge of the Janus Quarter. From here, we can see a small part of our bustling new Eridu urban area. The municipal election is about to begin, and the streets today are busier than usual. In response to the increase in foot traffic, public security has announced it will implement round-the-clock security patrols. Citizens are urged to cooperate fully if they encounter officers on patrol. Speaking of officers, the first person we interviewed for today's special coverage of the election was one such officer. He's none other than our old friend, the hero who cracked the Vision Corporation scandal wide open, Inspector Bringer!
I don't know if we know that scandal. I definitely don't know this man.
Hey, who are you? How'd you get in here? This is a construction site.
It sounds like we're finally picking up the mayor plotline. How long has it been since
Didn't you
beginning of this?
Is this a construction site? I just picked a spot that wasn't busy and had a good view. I don't know.
Why, you little...
Oh, I don't know. I'm just a little guy.
Gather your equipment and come with me.
Bottom voice.
Let me finish. Citizens, don't change the channel.
Anime boy who gets fucked voice.
Inspector Bringer!
That's the guy! He's one of the masterminds behind the...
Maybe we do know him.
He's Sarah's partner, her protector, her secret ally, Inspector Bringer.
I don't know if he just looks like
I'm
a guy who's been in anime I've seen, or like if I actually know him from this.
You have to believe me!
That's a gorgeous little piece of art there. I love the style. Is that the mayor? The little fucking guy? The little shit boy there?
Made it. Why is traffic in the city always so slow? It's like half the speed of the outer ring. Maybe because the speed limit in the city is half what it is in the outer ring? Don't tell me you've just been speeding this whole time, Nicole. What?
Of course she has been.
Darn it. I have been going to the outer ring a lot lately. A good thing they can't give me a ticket because I always take my license plate off before I get back into town. That's way worse than speeding. Don't bring the traffic officers to...
That's one of those things that's like obviously illegal, but also just feels like a really easy
No one's tailing me.
solution
It's
to
just
this
me
problem.
and my car. You all heard what Perlman said over the phone. There seems to be more to the Vision scandal. Whether it's true or not, that will decide our next move. I'm here to take you to the outer ring so we can come up with a plan.
Are we just going to be mixing in with all the groups? The Hares, the Caledon,
If he's so important,
the police too, maybe.
To New Eridu. Why come all the way to get us?
I wanted to, but it's election season right now, and security checks in and out of the outer ring are 10 times more strict than in the city. If what Perlman said is true, PubSec would definitely have arrested him on the way in. The enemies are out in the open, and we're in the shadows. Based on past experience, we'll probably need a low-key plan. You mean the Hollows? Exactly! The main roads are filled with PubSec checkpoints armed to the bang-boo ears. If anything goes wrong and we need to use the Hollows, we'll
That's an
need
odd turn
a
of phrase.
reliable proxy. You only come to us when it's dangerous.
Master, if Perlman's claims are true, he may possess information about the unknown species in the monument at the construction site. This could assist with your long-term objectives.
That's true.
He's talking about when we were there with Miyabi?
Victoria Housekeeping and the Sons of Caledon.
What unknown species? I don't remember this.
What do you think, Wise?
It's time we see this through. All right, I'll go.
Why the fuck was that even a thing for me to press? Just have him talk.
Coordinate remote support through the HDD.
Excellent. Seeing it through is the pro move. I'll contact someone who can get us out of the city. Don't forget to bring your little buddy. Oh, by the way, can we use your car? If my car gets stopped, my license application is doomed. You're driving without a license?
Oh, Nicole. After the like rework they did with this update, she's just getting increasingly more valuable.
New Eridu is a city of
Given we can now use other people's alts as well, more than just one at a time.
In this world plagued by hollows. That's what the leader of the survivor group I was with as a kid told me. The days spent wandering the wastelands hiding from hollows were harsh. Hope was all that kept me going. Thankfully, we eventually made it here. Just like the rumors said, the city took us in and gave us the protection we needed.
Going from that 2D image to this, he lost all his Riz. It's like Pokemon from Gen 5 to 6 for some of them.
City for everyone. And that's why I'm running. If I'm elected commander of the Janus Quarter, I vow to oppose groups like Vision Corporation that disregard human life. Just like my leader.
Are we having multiple levels of elections then?
For the people.
That's probably how everything works ever, but it like never gets discussed in media.
Stupid speech.
Tall figure in black and red.
Didn't you write that yourself?
Yeah. I think we know her, maybe? I think the vampires are getting involved in this quest.
You don't look so pleased. Isn't being appointed the chief commander something to celebrate?
Cut the sarcasm.
I'm being sincere.
Vision Corporation is done for. Hand has what's in the monument. Nullface's attack failed. And don't even get me started on the idiots who couldn't
I don't remember who Nullface is either.
Worthless gangs. The plan
I need one of those, like, pause and look up the noun things that Final Fantasy 16 and Metaphor both have. God, please let that just become standard in every game. It's so helpful.
A plan is just a tool to reach a goal, not the goal itself. True believers know how to adjust or create new plans according to the circumstances.
Let me make this clear. We're equals. I don't need you telling me.
Are you equals, though? Because she could fuck you, kill you, all the above.
Take a look at this.
Like, she could probably break your neck with her pinky.
What? The Hoshimis have a family secret like this? How come I've never heard of it? Is this intel reliable?
Maybe the vampires are the unknown species? I don't know.
Great lengths to obtain this information. It's credible enough.
White Noise? That loser who lost a faith in during the Red Fang Gang case? That guy's even worse than Nullface.
The real deal is on the job this time. Not some overconfident
What are these
underling.
code names?
Besides, I have a plan to verify the intel's authenticity. And this plan requires assistance from you, our honest and noble commander.
I'll contact you once I'm done with this damned speech.
Very well. Looking forward to your inspiring words, soon to be Commander Bringer. That leader of yours, the hero who led you to New Eridu when you were a kid, what happened to him?
The night before we reached the city, he became corrupted and was abandoned by the very survivors he'd been protecting.
Are we gonna fight that guy later? Is he gonna be like the ethereal boss for this chapter or something?
Well, so...
Yeah, that's definitely the little
Despite
fucking
being
mayor.
the so-called CEO of Vision Corporation, I'm really just a puppet. Sarah's the one orchestrating all the company's major plans, including the old metro construction project. And the only reason she dares pull all these risky moves is because Bringer's got her back.
Or because she's a fucking secret shadow government vampire.
They just told me.
Because obviously she is.
Everything's decided. They even kicked me out to eat in the staff cafeteria.
Do you have any concrete proof besides what you've told us?
I do. I really do. I've been keeping an eye out when I realized their plans were getting dangerous. I may be the CEO in name only, but I'm still the CEO.
Was he not a mayor? Was he running for mayor or something?
Documents. I kept hard copies.
Maybe I'm
of
just
every
conflating
proposal and email
high-level business
to the old
fucks.
Metro project that Sarah worked on. I put them together while they made me eat in the staff cafeteria. I hid those copies among various construction documents. If we can find them, we'll have evidence of her communications with Bringer, or the account numbers showing their transactions.
Really? With proof like that, we can definitely make a case.
Right. The project went to Kaleda's Belobog Industries after the scandal.
What? You know that company with more bears than humans and more machines than bears? Well, great. That makes things easier. Well, since you know that,
I don't like the way you said bears.
could help us find the evidence I hid.
I see. Didn't think you had that up your sleeve. Seems being CEO wasn't in
Tracking, why are you lagging?
Well, I'll contact Kaleda now.
Don't be like that.
Nicole, sounds like the chubby potato was telling the truth. Oh, what do we do next? Take him to public security, man?
Yeah.
But the bad guys are
It's not gonna be another one of those nights.
And with the elections happening, public security is everywhere in the city. We can't tell who might be connected to the bad guys. Haha! Don't worry. Unlike this potato here, I, Nicole,
Good insult.
am CEO of the Cunning Hares in both name and skill. I've already got a plan. Ever played jungle chess? Hare eats mouse, wolf eats hare, tiger eats wolf, elephant eats tiger, and mouse eats elephant. My point is, there's always a bigger fish. A wise hare uses the tiger to eat the wolf. So if we want to take down the tiger, we'll need an elephant.
That sounds like a really complicated way of saying, like, yeah, I've got just the man for the job.
But only a handful of organizations in New Eridu have influence equal to public security. The Defense Force, White Star Institute, and... Wait, do you mean...
Mm-hmm, exactly. I'm bringing in the youngest and biggest elephant in New Eridu.
Yabi?
Right on time. Thank you.
Someone, one of the
Friday,
characters.
Special leaps and bounds shuttle. You have arrived at your destination.
Wow, is this the outer ring? It's amazing! The sky is spinning, the earth is wobbling, and even the air smells dizzy.
Do you need a doctor? You good?
It's car 6, Sokaku. Hold my hand and rest a bit. Asaba, are you doing okay?
Just need a minute. This driver is something else. I feel like I'm gonna...
Not that I haven't said this before, but same as with that
Arranging a
NPC's voice earlier, like
It's such an important day.
the anime boy who gets railed.
Better have
You
worthwhile.
can tell just by the voice.
Nicole of the Cunning Hares.
Yeah, I didn't click on it, but yeah, I also know Section 6. In fact, surely I'm more connected than you. That's kind of my whole thing. Wise and Belle are like not main characters, but they're the friend that everybody has.
Is everything okay, Mia? Chubby Potato's laughing one minute, crying the next. Now he's bawling on the floor. What kind of questions are they asking him?
Interrogations by the Defense Force have similar effects, but they usually use tools. Achieving this with words alone.
Do they just torture people on the regular?
You're done already? That was quick. As expected of the elephant.
Elephant? I'm a fox, Thyron.
That's not important. How did the interrogation go? I wasn't lying, was I? There's more to the Vision scandal, and Bringer's behind it.
You were accusing Officer Bringer of a criminal offense, but the witness's info only indicates another suspect. There's a big difference.
Oh, thank you for your professional opinion, Miss Class Rep. But your fancy talk isn't helping us decide what to do next.
God, her boobs are entrancing.
Professional opinion either.
Just
But I have full
slowly
faith in
swaying in the wind.
We need to look further into the Vision case.
To be fair, Nicole's are kind of doing the same.
Marking? Did you just give me an I-1 look?
Not at all. I was just adjusting my glasses. You must be mistaken.
Bet you didn't have very many friends in school, Mia.
Deputy Chief totally strikes me as the teacher's favorite star student back in school.
Stop.
Oh, are you into the star student type? My apologies.
I'm asking you to not move any further. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. You've been intentionally positioning yourselves to surround us since the conversation started.
Why? They're not bad guys.
If you have no other intentions, please stay where I can see you. Do not attempt to leave my line of sight.
Oh my, very perceptive. Guess it's no coincidence our metal friend has his hand on the holster?
Why you guys being freaks?
My hand off my holster. When Miss Star Student lets go of her retractable blade's handle.
What? Anby, are you serious? Hey, you better not try anything funny.
As I said, we need to look further into the Vision case. In addition to Perlman, we'll be taking this one too.
This one meaning who?
You want to take me in?
Seeing you here was unexpected, independent investigation team lead. Or should I call you proxy?
Haven't I helped you guys do tons of shit to save the city? Why am I under suspect at all?
You've got a side hustle that keeps you sharp, huh? Or maybe investigating Hollow Zero is the side hustle.
Hold on. They have nothing to do with the Vision case.
According to Perlman's statements, a proxy was deeply involved in the entire Vision Corporation scandal. Our investigations also suggest a proxy was linked to the Bellabog Industries construction incident. Plus, Public Security's airship incident and the Outer Ring. If I recall correctly, our independent investigation team lead also made an appearance at the Outer Ring's important traditional competition. Coincidence? I think not.
It is just a
Sure, but why?
They're just an
I don't know.
buddy of mine.
At best, you're just going after me for petty shit at this point, since being a proxy isn't exactly
Do
legal.
with the Vision case.
Chill out. It's just some background checks, and then you're good to go. We never bully anyone. Miss Two Tails, could you please stop giving me that scary look?
This is a crucial time for New Eridu. With leaders of all key sectors gathered together, any mistake could destabilize the city's foundation.
I know that, and that's why I asked you to help me expose the true culprit. Why drag an innocent person into this?
You've only shown us a fragment of a conspiracy theory, and the full story could be anything. The truth you're pushing is just one version. Any potential threat to the city must be completely eradicated.
I think they're just too competent and efficient.
Fundamental principle of
Like, the fact that there's any level of
Harmful at all.
uncertainty with me
eradicate all evil.
is setting me up to get investigated here.
Is. Even if they're not an evil person, they may still hold important information pertaining to the truth. And your evasive attitude only makes my convictions stronger. If you want Section 6's support, please cooperate with us, Nicole of the Cunning Hairs.
Who doesn't know that we're Phaethon at this point? Section 6, maybe, from the sound of it.
I changed my mind.
But like, is that it? I feel like pretty much everybody knows. Like, don't the police even know?
If I say that,
Or maybe they also don't.
I'll comp all your travel costs.
Nicole, I'm not the same rookie I was back then anymore.
You were way cuter back when you were a rookie. Proxy, I'm sorry. We might not be able to hold them off for long. Run as far as you can.
You're a queen. Nicole, thank you for standing up for me.
Get down.
Gunfire? This pattern. Suppressive marching fire. They're surrounding us from 3 directions.
Nicole,
Or maybe,
did you set this up? Are you really?
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe Nicole, like,
Hey,
sensed this coming.
isn't this armed ambush you're doing?
I thought she was defending us from Section 6, but now I'm not sure.
Piper, start the truck. Now's our chance to get out of here.
Wait! You're not getting away!
It's just some stinky rowdy boys.
Changed our route so many times, but they're still hot on our heels.
Because from that conversation, this traces back to Bringer and the vampires.
Focus on the road. Yep. I'll deal with them.
Whoa, dude, you're trying way too hard.
Billy! Keep it steady!
These are always so fun to watch. I want to see behind the scenes for these being animated.
Where's Nicole's backup?
You know, like when, well, this is so niche, probably no one knows, but there's people on Twitter who will do like 3D Sonic art or something, and it'll be like him doing the pose from like Sonic Adventure 1 or something like that. And then it's like, you know, there's like weird animation or model tricks where they're like faking perspective and stuff, and I wonder how much of that is going on here, or if it's like, you know, distorting the models or something.
Eat my dust.
Piper, up ahead.
But some of it is probably just like really competent, normal animation. Thanks. And what? We fell into a hollow? How many times are we going to use that plot point? She's great, by the way, having played her for like the new, what the fuck is it called? Not the Abyss, and it's not Shield Defense either, but like
Did you fix it?
the weekly runs that you need to do. They added another mode, and the new mode lets you play as her.
Hello?
Haven't pulled it yet.
Is anyone
Failed my 50-50.
Nicole?
I should still be fine though, because she's around for like a month.
Fairy. Can you hear me?
But she feels really strong, and anomaly characters in general feel really strong.
Broke the implants.
And she's their first ice
The
anomaly.
main functions are down and communications are cut off. We're isolated. This isn't good.
I see.
Miss Hoshimi, how are things on your end? Any luck reaching your team?
Nothing so far. I went after you alone after you drove off. My teammates might still be fighting the attackers outside the hollow.
I see. Miss Hoshimi, could you please let go of my hand? I kinda want to wipe my sweat off.
No. I had to get past 11 motorcycles, 4 cars, and 5 soldiers just to catch up with your vehicle. It's pure luck I found you in the hollow. It'll be hard to catch you if you escape again. The Hoshimi family doesn't make the same mistake thrice.
Yeah, what were the 2 times you're counting already?
Wouldn't that be twice? Anyway, I promise I won't run off. Besides, there's nowhere to run to. Wandering the hollow without a carrot will just get us even more lost.
In that case, let's sit down. The hollow survival guide says it's best to wait in a safe corner for rescue. My teammates will come looking for me. We just need to hold out until then.
And what if they're also sitting and waiting? I get the logic, but you're like the guy. Surely you can get us out of here yourself.
Are you sure this is the right move, Miss Hoshimi?
You mean being stuck in the hollow on election day? Knowing there's a dangerous case out there, while my team fights and I just sit here? Is that what you're asking? No. I don't think this is the right move. But there's nothing else I can do. So I'm undergoing the training called Maintain Composure Despite the Emotional Turmoil Inside.
Ah, I see. Since you also don't want to just wait around, may I suggest another option? How about we work together? I'm indeed an experienced proxy. Given my expertise, I'm confident I can find us a way out. However, I lack the ability to handle unexpected danger. You have the combat prowess, and I have the skills to find the exit. Let's put aside the whole arrest thing for now, and get out of here together. What do you say?
Didn't you say your important gadget is broken? How will you navigate us?
Well, have you heard of the maze-solving algorithm? In simple terms, if we ignore the dangers in the hollow and just consider its tendency to make people lost, it's really nothing but a maze. Finding a path through a maze has been a well-studied math problem since the old civilization. With enough basic data, even the most complicated maze can be solved.
Enough basic data? You mean hollow observation data?
Exactly.
Don't you just mean like always go left? Like what the fuck are they talking about?
Is to set up devices to gather hollow observation data, or to retrieve new observation data from existing data piles. The observation data is essential for exploring the hollows, and is used to make carrots.
So proxies can find an exit in the hollow using observation data?
A trained proxy is able to do so, or rather, that should be a proxy's bread and butter. Not many people really care about it these days. After all, a carrot or high-spec computer can calculate it for them. Anyway, there is a way out. If you could help me find an observation data pile, I'll handle the rest.
Understood. Let's call a temporary truce and work together.
A wise decision. So, could you please let go of my hand now? I really need to wipe that sweat off.
You have 2 hands.
The spot I fell on still hurts quite a bit. Moving through the hollow in my physical body is so uncomfortable.
Leave any fighting to me. You just go at your own pace.
Wasn't there some... Maybe I'm just thinking of Haramasa, but wasn't there some theory that like Weiss and or Bell also have hollow sickness or ether poisoning or whatever the fuck it's called?
There's a hollow observation data pile ahead. We can determine the way forward once we extract the data from it.
This control's kind of funny. Okay, hold on, I gotta think about this. Yeah, that controls really badly. Like, you press it once and it takes multiple inputs. So, no, like, you'd hold it to just go in one direction forever. That's bad for, like, an, I don't know, fucking 8x8 tile thing.
Great. We have the data on the surrounding hollow. But this isn't enough to calculate an escape route. We'll need to find more data. Thanks to you, Miss Hoshimi, we haven't had any trouble along the way. But something just doesn't feel right. The ether activity nearby seems to be increasing.
Your intuition might be right, Proxy.
Miss
Comes with the
Hoshimi,
job.
is something wrong? The mechanism ahead should open the door. Leave it to me.
I'll use my hyper-specific switch-pulling skills that no regular combatant would be capable of. Alright, I know how to play you. I already played you.
There are enemies ahead. I'll take care of it. You can just hide for now.
It's interesting to me, too, that she gets her own, like, element icon. It's because of her whole crossfire thing, but I feel like shouldn't that just be the same icon with some special application of it? I don't know. It makes her feel extra special. Oh, and I love her dash, too. Which I think I can just do forever. It's not reliant on anything. It's just like how Ellen can do her special run.
Are you bored?
But collecting the data will take some time.
Understood. You focus on processing the data. Leave the rest to me.
She's really cool. Purely based on appearance, she's not my favorite character. Although, like I'm constantly saying, it's, you know, this game is like pizza. Like, when it's mid, it's still really fucking good. And she would fall into that category for me, but I love how strong she feels. I love how cool her animations are. I love the unique status effect. Of course, she'll pair well with other Anomaly characters and with my Ellen team. So a lot of reasons to pull her. And giving us Harumasa for free, at least for a couple hours last night. It seemed like it was time for some reason. Anyway, I don't have to choose between her and a hot little boy fail.
The nearest one is...
Oh yeah, your sword doesn't seem like it's doing well.
What's happening?
I thought this was just gonna be like
It's trying to break free.
normal shit. I assumed the little floating goober was the spirit in the blade. Maybe it still is? I don't know.
What?
Miss Hoshimi! Miss Hoshimi! What should I do? Reseal it with the scabbard? Miyabi!
Hold it steady!
If this isn't an allegory for sex, I don't know what is.
Is it sealed?
Was it not already in the scabbard before, though?
Miss Soshimi, how are you doing?
This is the third time you've asked me that. Why?
Because you don't
Sorry.
emote
It's
outside of that cutscene.
gone through something straight out of an action movie. That weird fire tornado couldn't have been good for you, right?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
But your hair's all singed and curling from the fire.
That's the Hoshimi family's natural curls. You don't need to worry about me. I've been through worse situations. An incident like this won't faze me.
Miss Hoshimi, there are sparks coming from your katana.
What?
Sorry, I lied. You don't look very unfazed.
The fucking music popping in.
And my response was normal.
Thanks, Wise, for putting on your lo-fi beats to fuck to playlist
Fire on you.
to punctuate you owning her.
Sorry, I lied again. See? You fell for it twice in just a few seconds. That's what I call being phased.
You? You keep mocking me. What do you have to say to me?
I just wanted to help you. I didn't mean anything else. The Hoshimi family never makes the same mistake thrice. But you just did. Miss Hoshimi, doesn't that mean something seriously wrong?
When my katana was out of control, you rushed into the foxfire without any protection. Why? You already figured out where the exit is. You could have left me behind and not worry
Because
about...
I'm actually a nice guy and not a fucking mastermind criminal.
Because I'm your proxy. Even if we're just temporary partners, I promise to get you out. And that's what I'll do.
This is a Hoshimi family heirloom, wielded by generations to eradicate evil. It's never misbehaved once since my father made the scabbard for me. Not even deep within Hollow Zero's core.
But why now?
Don't know why it went out of control. Maybe there was some external influence. My father might have the answer, but I can't reach him until we're out of the Hollow. Besides, he's likely busy socializing with the mayor today, secretly swapping wine for juice. Reaching him won't be easy.
Can I please take a look at the katana?
Apart from being a proxy, you're also a bladesmith?
Yeah, what the fuck do you know, Wise?
But I noticed some electrical components on your scabbard. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a closer look. The core functions in my ocular implants are down, but I can still...
Why is this music so loud, too?
Perhaps there's a clue on the scabbard.
If it's just the scabbard, I guess you can touch it.
Maybe shit is just like mixed for TVs more than headphones. But I feel like this is a fairly common thing that happens.
It looks really familiar. Strange. It's like a labyrinth of hollow observation data. Is it meant to trap something inside the scabbard?
Ah.
So, do you have a way to fix it?
I'll need to borrow the data pile's computing power again. There's a shortcut up ahead. Let's go. A defense mechanism. Is this the enemy's handiwork? I'll try shutting it off.
Okay, be careful.
Strange. The defense mechanism is still running.
Okay. There we go. So many weird little mechanics in this.
Sub-control units A and B aren't responding.
What just
We'll have
opened?
to find them. Miss Oshimi, there are 2 control terminals inside. Could you look for them?
Ah, okay, right, I have to be her.
Okay, I'll go take a look.
Why are there men?
We've got enemies approaching. Be careful, Miss Oshimi. Miss Oshimi, I have a theory about your blade.
Go on.
Its internal data structure resembles a maze-solving algorithm. We might be able to use hollow observation data to optimize it.
Is this the device we're
Let's find
looking
the
for?
remaining observation data first. All right. Sub-control unit A is dealt with. We've got one more to go. It should be nearby. Control permissions have been granted. We can turn off the mechanism now.
Proxy, you said there's a way to fix my blade?
Not necessarily fix it. More like an emergency adjustment. We'll use the information in the data pile to optimize the internal system. We can give it a try when we find the next data pile.
All right. That doesn't conflict with our final objective.
Feels risky to me, though.
Thank you.
If you're gonna be messing with stuff, that would give it an
The
opportunity to
last
get out.
observation data pile should be nearby.
Or, you know, it
Seems
might.
Trouble's caught up with us again. Once we find it,
Not a
we'll try
problem
adjusting
with
the
me
blade.
here. I trust you, Proxy.
The last hollow observation data pile should be behind this door. I'll use it to adjust the scabbard first, and then I'll find the way out. Great. It's open. Don't worry, Miss Ushi.
I've done a whole 2 of these puzzles, Miyabi. I got this. So we need to separate these guys. Somehow. Like that. That's how. That congrats is like so low res.
All right. This should do it. Miyabi, take the blade.
Thank you. Leave the enemies to me. You go hide.
I totally tried to fucking dodge that, you pizza.
My blade seems to be working as normal. You can come out now, Proxy. Proxy?
I don't remember what their explanation is for people being in the hollows and stuff. Something like some people just having better natural resistance and or like less buildup over time.
You're awake? You're awake! Manager's awake!
You're finally awake. I'm so tired. Ambi, Star Student.
I'm sorry, Nicole. This all must have been very hard on you while I was doing stuff.
I'm okay. Nekomata, there's some water inside the suitcase. Can you grab one for me?
Wise, you're finally awake. How are you feeling? Do your eyes still hurt? Is anywhere else hurting?
My ocular implants are working again. I feel dizzy. I have a headache and my chest hurts, and it feels like my face and mouth are burning. Is this real? Am I out of the hollow?
Welcome back to the real world. You made it out. If you'd stayed unconscious any longer, your sibling would have yeeted my butt into the hollow.
Welcome back.
Thank goodness your butt didn't get
Calibrated
yeeted.
your smart ocular implants via my first assistant, EOS. Approximately half an hour ago, the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi, pulled you out of the northwest side of the Outer Ring Hollow. Initial test results indicate that you were exposed to an extremely dangerous level of ether energy,
Ooh,
triggering
that's
partial
no good.
corruption. After leaving the hollow, the rejection reaction caused further complications, with a brief cardiac arrest being the most severe. Thankfully, the Cunning Hares and Section 6 provided professional emergency resuscitation.
Okay. We just gave you some emergency care to pull you back from the brink. No need to get into the details. You better see a doctor for a more thorough anti-corruption treatment after this.
Wonder if we're gonna turn into a boss at some point that, like, you know, the actual playable characters have to face.
Are you and Section 6 on good terms now, Nicole? And where's Miss Hoshimi? Is she okay?
You know, given that surely Paimon is the final boss of Genshin,
And I mean
maybe we are the final boss of this.
As expected of the chief, busting out of a hollow carrying someone affected by corruption and showing no symptoms herself.
Asaba, did you get the captives to talk?
Yeah, they confessed, but nothing too helpful. The only thing we know for sure is that our guess was right.
Hang on. What are you guys talking about? I'm not following.
I'll fill you in. After your car crashed into the hollow, we got surrounded by those heavily armed mercenaries and had to take them out first. During the fight, we ran into the remaining Section 6 members.
The bad guys were chasing after us, and we were chasing after Chief Miyabi. She went into a hollow, and we bumped into the cunning hares.
It was a tough situation, so we joined forces to take down the mercenaries. Just when we were ready to head into the hollow to find you, Section 6 got a message from Miyabi saying you were with her, and that you were in danger. We hurried over here and found you lying on the ground, and Miyabi...
You can skip that part.
What? Are you embarrassed? That's not very like you, Fox.
If you keep talking, I'll tell everyone how you performed the emergency medical care.
Ugh, fine. Long story short, we rushed over and saved you.
So she was sobbing over me, and then Nicole gave me mouth to mouth.
Until further investigation is complete, and she'd cooperate with you as an ally until then. You know the rest.
Hold on. What was that about the captives you just mentioned?
We needed to pry some answers from the captives because...
Perlman, the key witness in the Vision scandal, was in the same vehicle as you. After the crash, you got thrown into the hollow, and Perlman was captured by the mercenaries that attacked us.
Stinky little Perlman got away. Was that it though, or was that just like an act 1 of, I don't know, 2 or 3, however many they do for these? Yeah, we might be going for longer than I thought then. I guess worst case we can just like shift Dragon Age to another night if there's actually a lot to do here.
Wise, are you sure you don't need to rest a bit more? You've just suffered corruption injuries and traveled all the way back from the Outer Ring.
Agreed. Master must maintain adequate energy to operate inside the hollows. Resting to recover your physiological functions is recommended. Or perhaps, a strong stimulus might boost your adrenaline.
Don't worry. I'm much better now thanks to you and Fairy. We need to hurry and get Perlman back.
I get that, but your health is more important.
Master, after cross-referencing, a biosignal matching suspect Perlman's has been detected inside the Ballet Twins hollow.
The Ballet Twins hollow. That reminds me. When the airship incident happened, we were attacked by some unknown militants. Could it be the same group?
Makes sense. Their goal at the time was to disrupt the Vision trial, and now they've kidnapped the key witness, Perlman. Their motives seem the same. It all adds up if Bringer is behind this, but... This might sound cruel, but... Why go through the trouble of kidnapping Perlman when they could have just killed him? If their goal is to silence anyone
fair
involved
question.
with the Vision scandal, isn't it easier to just dispose of Perlman?
Warning. Approaching the video store.
Fairy, this isn't the time for jokes. Wise doesn't need an adrenaline boost right now.
Warning.
Why would you not take Fairy seriously immediately?
Hang on a minute, Fairy. Are you being serious? What's going on?
Like, I know she's sassy, but still.
What's happening? Our system is under attack again? How is that possible? We have Barry. Nothing in New Eridu should be—
Except we know that there's other thingies like her out there. I don't remember the name of the one we
Something's
know.
off. This is not a network attack. It's targeting our store's electrical system and the HDD itself?
Wise? There are people outside the store. They're—
Good day. We're conducting security patrols on 6th Street during the election period. Please open up.
I'll handle the officers. You take care of Fairy and try to keep it down.
Are you fucking stampeding? Damn.
Nothing unusual upstairs.
Hey, please be careful. That's a collector's edition.
What's inside this room?
It's our storage room, filled with personal items and old equipment.
Could you please open it up so we can check?
Is that really necessary? As you can see, we're just a regular video store with lots of videotapes.
I get
You'd
that.
think they'd have,
It's a standard procedure during
like, you know,
election
a button they could press and it would hide stuff. Like,
season. Please cooperate
is this—
to open the door
you
for-
didn't prepare for this eventuality?
If you won't open up, I've no choice but to do it myself.
Wait,
Or, you know, have your proxy shit disguised as, like, normal things.
hold it. Huh?
We have new—
There we go, thank you.
more manpower is needed to increase our street patrols.
But, yeah, like, I don't even know what exactly in here would be
Take over 6 streets in
illegal.
section from here.
I'm assuming that the HDD is like some specific piece of equipment that they can identify and be like, oh,
Not to keep him waiting.
you aren't supposed to have that. I don't— the wall of TVs, I didn't realize, is that supposed to be how we're doing our holo work this whole time? Like when we see the TV mode, that's literally happening on like the wall of our setup here? Poor little Eos. Poor little Eos. He did so good. He was trying.
Okay, application approved. The security patrol for this area is now officially under our team. You can relax now.
Thank you, Chingy. Now, manager, please explain what is going on.
Before we get into that, can we ask why you and Chingy are here?
As you know, manager, I have a good relationship with your AI assistant, Fairy.
I forgot that her headband is like
From her.
handcuffs. That's so goofy.
1101000 011000101.
I'm just gonna let her talk this out.
01100 0111000.
What's that binary code mean?
It's a set of standard information codes from the old civilization, and it translates to help.
Worried
That
you
was
might
my
be in
guess.
danger? Juyun dragged me along and we rushed straight over here.
Thank you, Chingy. Please continue being a good friend to Fairy.
Save the thanks for after you've given me a proper explanation. I'm going to handle this by the book, and I won't bend the rules. Not even for you, manager.
It's a bit complicated.
Allow me to explain.
Huh? This voice. Is that?
It's been a while, Juyuan. It is I, Hoshimi Miyabi.
Allow me to sum this up. There's more to the vision case than meets the eye. The true villain slipped away, in shadows they hide. In the outer ring you
Why are you fucking making this poetic?
Key witness captured, no Pearlman in sight. Is that correct?
That's accurate. And it flows pretty well.
And the managers, law abiding by the book.
Damn, girl, your rhymes are sick.
Proxies upon taking a closer look.
Sorry, it's true. We're proxies. But I swear we've never done anything bad. We are, the most lawful among the unlawful.
You had a bet on this?
Juyuan, what are you doing?
Truth be told, I had my doubts about the manager's identity. I mentioned it to Juyuan on the way here, and she...
I didn't believe it. I was convinced the managers wouldn't deceive us, so I was willing to bet on it. Too bad. I was wrong.
Juyuan, I'm so sorry. We really didn't mean to.
Enough! Let's focus on the main issue. You do realize you're leveling serious accusations against Bringer, who's about to become commander of Janus Quarter during the election? And you don't have the key witness or any evidence. By protocol, I should bring you into the precinct and inform my superiors. But...
Because of the accusation? Because that seems a bit much.
The current Void Hunters, Hoshimi Miyabi, is willing to vouch for you. Maybe I'm a fool who's easily deceived, but I trust Miyabi's skills and expertise.
So, does that mean...
I'm not going to escalate this to my superiors until the day's over. You have enough time to secure your evidence. In the meantime, I'll be looking into this myself.
Thank you, Juyuan. Thank you for believing in us.
Don't thank me just yet. If my investigation shows you're lying, like I said, I'm not going to bend the rules for you. Proxies.
Oh, I guess that wasn't EOS, it was Bang Boo 6. What number is EOS? Well, that's not him either, that's 18. Fucking whatever, they all look the same. Did I miss a box in there? Damn it. And I don't seem to be able to send Fairy on these. Oh well.
Ah, you're online, Proxy. Can you hear me? Is everything okay with Officer Juyuan?
Juyuan went back to the precinct to verify her intel. She asked Qingyi to stay and watch over the store.
We did accuse her direct boss and mentor of being the big bad guy, so it's understandable she'd be upset.
I may not know you or Officer Juyuan that well, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the accusations against her boss that upset her the most.
We've been doing some self-reflection on that.
I know, Juyuan. She would.
I mean, it's not exactly our fault. Like, we're doing our proxy shit, which happens to be illegal, and we happen to become friends with the police.
Take her by the hand and tell her your thoughts gently. The closer you are, the better. You can give it a try once she's back, Proxy.
Chief, where'd you even learn that?
I learned it from Juyuan's mother. I've tried it, and it's very effective.
Yeah, so they know each other, I guess.
Guys, even though the HDD took a hit, thankfully Fairy still managed to track down Perlin's biosignal. It's time to get back our key witness. I
know how to play Harumasa too. I don't know what his niche is, though, exactly. Granted, I haven't looked at his, all of his, like, detailed info, so I don't know if he gives an attack boost or what he does for electro teams and stuff, but, you know, I feel like Yanagi is a good electro damage dealer, so I don't specifically need him for anything. Other than, you know, if I just wanted to use more boys.
This is more enemies than I expected.
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted, but oh well.
This heavily guarded.
Says I know what I'm doing. Flubs it up immediately.
Watch out for any ambushes ahead. Hiding so poorly. They really think we'd fall for that?
Let's give them a taste of some well-deserved punishment.
The best thing I can say about him at the moment is that he can, like, warp to his little thingies that he leaves all around. So that could be a good time-saving feature in, Shiyu defense.
Are you hurt?
My training to split more bullets than my previous record in under a minute failed.
Unagi, by the way, I was waffling on pulling her when she was out. So glad I did. She has proven to be immensely useful, both in terms of boosting my electro teams and anomaly shit. Her and Jane pair well together. And in fact, Jane kind of seems like the current OP character to me, maybe. Especially because she combos with Caesar, who can then give her a damage boosting shield on top of Jane's insane dodging power. Although, you could make the argument for Unagi that she pairs with Kitty, who can also give her a shield. This is much more to my taste than the last kind. I kind of like those puzzles.
The spatial fissure is right over here. We need to find Perlman quickly.
Try and keep an eye out for crates, too.
Is something wrong with Sarah?
The enemy is all bark and no bite. Are they even trying? I'm out here working hard, so why do they get to slack off?
Don't waste your energy arguing in a place like this.
My blade is already...
The mercenaries' rendezvous point is just up ahead.
That big charge thing she has is, like, insane. The CC on it is so good.
It works for us.
Hold on, let me hack it. Okay, so let me backtrace this. Or forward trace it, or whatever direction I need here. Alright, I think that'll work. Yeah.
Access granted.
Good thing they have fancy graphics for that emergency warning. I don't know why they couldn't. It just kind of feels silly that they do.
The permission request was linked to explosives.
Inside the building.
Run! This room's gonna blow!
There's no one stationed near it.
They don't care about the safety of the hostages.
Shin.
I'll look for a detour around them.
No need. We'll just break through.
What the? This area's about to collapse! Forget it. Let's just ignore this mess. I don't want to be buried here.
Perlman's locked inside. We need to get rid of these guards quickly.
No! Please don't kill me! What do you want from me?
This Haramasa seems to not have nearly any energy regen. I'm not finding like a reason to switch to him, although we do have his ult ready to go at some point here. I love that. It kind of sucked never using like any ult besides your main DPSs. Or maybe Nicole's in a rare case.
We have to get out of here.
Ah! Help! I don't want to die!
Quit being difficult, old man. If I fall down, we're done for. There should be a spatial fissure nearby. We can use it as a shortcut to save time.
I know what a spatial fissure does by this point, game.
Oh, no.
You don't have to keep re-explaining it.
Proxy, is this the way out of the hollow?
I do like his weapon too, the swords turning into bow thing.
Barry's not responding either.
Disorder what? Did it even have ice going on you?
It's over.
Or maybe I'm getting my terms confused. Disorder is any overload, right? And then attribute anomaly is when you stack two of them. I think that's right.
There's an exit ahead, but this is odd. Why is there only one result from the calculations? Shouldn't there be several?
Proxy, we're running out of time. We need to get out now.
So go.
I don't want to die! Ah!
His voice reminds me of someone, but I don't know what the character is called. It's, you know, like, hey, you guys. Whoever the fuck that is.
Oh, isn't this a surprise?
Or are you here to be evil?
What?
Bringer.
We do have to fight a boss at some point.
Culprit of the Vision scandal.
Tiny head.
Sabotaged the witnesses.
Bringer on the left.
Escaped to the outer ring. Who snuck back into New Eridu.
I think normal head, yoked shoulders.
Period, is now
But hello.
on the spot.
How's this going,
Public
sheepy?
Security. And appearing alongside suspect Perlman, assisting him in entering and exiting the Hollow, members of Section
I don't know my left and right. Buff dude over here is who I was saying.
Requesting that you all come with me to public security headquarters for an explanation.
The Rizless man, because he looked kind of cool on a 2D poster, and then his 3D model is like
You are suspected of
fucking the blandest, driest turkey.
notorious criminal. I need you and your subordinates to come with me.
I feel like even here, like making evil little faces immediately looks better.
It's over!
To be fair, so does the little potato guy.
Just a moment, Inspector Bringer. It appears there's been a serious misunderstanding on your part. Section 6...
I assume you've returned from your function.
Suspect.
How was function?
However, those actions were undertaken solely by Chief Hoshini Miyabi. As members of Section 6, we noticed our superior's misconduct and rushed to confront her, just as you arrived.
Are you trying to say you have nothing to do with this? I'm the acting commander. Do you think I'm an idiot?
I wouldn't dream of it, acting.
I think you're sucking on vampire teddy is what I think you're doing.
If there's any disagreement, we can report to Internal Affairs.
Every cloud has a... What was it?
Huh? You're asking me.
Function good, better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be lame, but it was nice and the food was good.
What are you doing?
Since you, I feel like generally have good things to say about your company, I was like, I hope / am optimistic that you won't have a terrible time.
Threw him into the hollow in a fit of rage. Yanagi is right. I do what I want.
I do what I want.
This has nothing to do with them. My actions just now serve as proof. Take me if you want. But only me.
You!
It's almost time for the speech. No need to dwell too much on it. Best to leave it at that.
All right, very well. I'll grant you
I
that.
simply do not like leaving my bed. Yeah. Generally speaking, any work thing outside of work hours is a big ask. That said, I did enjoy the year at my last job where we went to like, it wasn't actually Dave and Buster's, but it was like a smaller Dave and Buster's-esque thing with like everybody bringing their families and stuff, and that was kind of fun. Okay, so I was right. There were 3 parts to this then. I don't know how it estimated an hour for this. Maybe if I fucking skip the cutscenes. Usually fun when I get there. There's just the initial dread of, yeah, I know what you mean. But I'm glad you had a good time. And got some good food.
I'm really sorry, everyone, but we can't locate Miss Miyabi right now.
Understood. I reached out to my director and some friends in the media. Seems they haven't heard anything about Hoshimi Miyabi being arrested or Perlman reappearing.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Juyuan. This is urgent. Please confirm something for me. Is Perlman with you right now?
No.
Check the back of his neck. Please look behind his ears or at the base of his hairline. Do you see a small wound?
Oh, never mind. I guess he is with Section 6.
Hang on, my hair? Ow! Easy, easy!
Yes, Officer Juyuan. There is indeed a small wound on the right side of his hairline, approximately ½ an inch long. How did you know?
For high-profile cases, the precinct sometimes puts small tracking chips on suspects when they're detained to stop them from doing anything dangerous. I found out that the chips used on Perlman and the other suspects in recent cases have broad-range tracking capabilities, and they've been active this whole time.
Why would you not just know that from the get-go?
And it's
I'm like
even after the
real dysfunctional lately right now in my break. Like as time goes on.
that mean
Where I'm not getting a ton done. I'm like getting up late.
If the lead
getting,
investigator wanted to,
you know,
yes,
my quote-unquote workout in because I can't really do a ton lately.
the outer ring.
And then maybe a little bit of work time before stream. So today was one of those days.
Still missing.
Our entire operation.
I did get a little bit done. They're not nothing, but
Mastermind was
a fraction of what I would want.
revealing the truth
So I'm still just
to eliminate Perlman,
working on wrapping up
their crimes.
Alex's last
But if
emote.
we always knew where he was, then what was the purpose of all the pursuits, ambushes,
But
and
yeah,
interceptions?
all that sounds more doom and gloom. Like it's fine. It's just not ideal. It's not optimized.
Hollow to weaken us?
But I'm just chilling.
If we were mistaken, then that means Bringer didn't take Miss Hoshimi to undermine us. He must have taken her for a different reason.
a different reason? Don't tell me. He wanted the chief herself. But that doesn't make any sense. She has nothing to do with the case, and nothing seemed off with her. Plus, who in their right mind would try picking a fight with a Void Hunter? Unless they're looking to get themselves killed.
It's cause the vampire mommy wants her sword or something.
Hang on. I just remembered something. The strangest thing happened while we were in the Outer Ring Hollow.
You can't be serious. That Crooked Commander's target really is our chief. But why?
Doesn't matter. They took Miyabi right before my eyes. I'm such an idiot for allowing this to happen. I must report this to the director immediately.
I get kind of frustrated with
Shouldn't we figure out where Miss Hoshimi and Bringer are?
game and characters in media doing this thing where they like have to abide by lawfulness for bullshit reasons.
He's over where the
Like it makes sense because laws are laws and you have to
outside the dead end.
be better than the bad guys, but it's like also
How do you know
I don't know,
Chingy?
exert force for the greater good.
Speech there today.
It's like how I feel when
They said
fucking like Superman or Batman refuses to kill
from the vision scandal and
like a mass murderer because of a moral code, and it's like, no, maybe just kill the mass murderer though.
Let's split up. We'll search for Bringer and look for Miss Hoshimi at the same time.
Okay, I'll go find Miyabi. Please guide us out of the hollow right now.
Certainly past a point.
We shouldn't be the ones looking for the chief.
If it's like a first offense,
Aren't you worried about her?
you know, a first offense mass murder, I get whatever you want to rehabilitate them, but it's like,
We're closer to Bringer's.
when you get to the cycle of like, oh, the Joker breaks out of jail and he kills a bunch of people and you put him back and he does it again and repeat, it's like, at some point, you gotta figure something out.
Harumasa's got a point this time.
And Batman gets more of a pass for me because he has like a bunch of weird trauma and pathological stuff going on.
Speaking up for me, Sokaku.
So like, it makes more sense to me as a character flaw, almost.
Plus, as a public security
A
officer,
pro or a con, depending on how you want to see it. But in what I'm talking about, a flaw that he can't kill anybody. But like,
Miss Tsukishiro,
Superman
way back.
arguably is like more morally upstanding in a way, but also doesn't have the same baggage as Batman. So Superman needs to just ice a guy sometimes.
I'll join you. I'll go with Ju-Yuan to find Miss Hoshimi.
Looks like our tasks are set. I'll stay here to protect the video store then, so you have one less thing to worry about.
Who's slapping? What?
Sorry for losing my composure, everyone.
Yanagi, okay.
The plan makes sense. Let's get moving. Proxy, you're pretty capable, right?
Yeah, it's almost like you guys shouldn't try to arrest me for bullshit.
Better than you think. I'm
The
best
coolest.
policy in New Eridu, and I will bring her back.
I'm excited to maybe see Sonic 3 with
I'll leave
Kiki
the chief in your capable hands then.
soon, you know, rather than waiting ages for it to be streamable. Sonic 2 we watched at home, but Sonic 1, I had a good time going with her to the theater. We'll see. It's not a sure thing yet, but I think I can get her to go. The goal being we'd go see it in the middle of the day or something, so we don't have to deal with like a busy theater full of screaming kids.
Task Force Patrol Squad to Captain Ju-Yuan. Do you copy? Repeat, do you copy? Over.
Copy. Officer Chen, Ju-Yuan here. Over.
Captain Ju-Yuan, why does your voice sound a little raspy?
It was pretty hot here, and my throat got a little dry.
I guess because she was getting emotional with us. Why? What kind of a fucking question is that, though? Like, I don't know. People have raspy voice sometimes.
One matches the route you mentioned. I'll share its location with you now. Over.
Thank you, Officer Chen. You've been a big help. Go get some rest. Over.
Copy that, Captain Ju-Yuan. You take care. Don't work too hard. Task Force Patrol Team over and out.
Phew. All right. Got the info on Miyabi's transport vehicle. Wait. The nav data shows that the escort vehicle's final destination...
Does it feel...
the site of Bringer's speech?
Weirdly... really old and anachronist that people still say over on walkie-talkies?
Motorcycles?
There's no time. The speech venue was next to the
I don't know. I guess maybe it's just like a really over-the-top,
Driving in the hollow is extremely dangerous.
we're dealing with possible interference kind of thing that like the military, you know, would do as well. But it's like, surely we can just rely on better communication. Or if not, we should have better communication.
Amazing! I didn't know you could drive a train, manager. Is this railway route okay?
By the way,
Man, her ass is fat.
it'll definitely lead us out of the dead-end hollow. Do you know why the Hoshimi family is being targeted? Wait, I
As I'm sure you know, the Hoshimi family has a long heritage. Leave it to me.
How am I supposed to know it's the end of the message if you don't say over? The same way you do on like any phone call by context.
There were several other heads of the family who made significant contributions too. Each of them was an exceptional and unique warrior. They consistently upheld the Hoshimi family's reputation.
Impossible.
Up until a certain point, when the Hoshimi family suddenly stopped prioritizing martial skills. They started to involve themselves in the city's management, using their political power.
I know. We have a documentary about the Hoshimi family in our store. There are stories circulating on internet that the Hoshimi family possesses a secret that makes them stronger. Is it possible that urban legend has some truth to it?
I don't know much, but I have a way to find out. Manager, you can keep us in touch with the outside world, right?
Was I too good? Did I beat that too fast that they didn't get to finish their yapping? Or no, maybe that was about the right time.
Hi, this is Officer Ju Yuan from the Criminal Investigations Special Response Team. I'm just calling to...
I know, Officer Ju Yuan. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Throne Quarter Precinct. The head of our house ought to be at the banquet hall still, joining in on all the Election Day events. I've asked my secretary to locate him as soon as possible.
All right. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with all these calls. I'll wait for your reply then. Not good. With the elections happening now, even the Hoshimi family housekeeper can't get in touch with Miyabi's father.
You seem to be pretty close with the Hoshimis, Julian. Do you know the head of the family?
I wouldn't say we're close, but when Miyabi and I were classmates, she invited me to her place a few times, so I've met him before. As the head of one of the most famous families in New Eridu, he must have a lot on his plate. To figure out what the enemy wants from Miyabi, we need to understand their motive. The only way to do that is to talk to her father. But my usual channels only get me as far as their household staff. I don't have any connections to that fancy banquet hall in Throne Quarter. And they use private security that's independent of PubSec.
We just need to find someone who has connections to high society, right?
Lucy should.
I might just know someone.
Oh, yeah, or the maids.
Thanks for taking my call, Lycon. I've got something extremely important that I need your help with. Has Victoria Housekeeping ever offered services to the Hoshimi family?
Oh, so he just doesn't get to be voiced right now? I guess he must be, in the strike.
Really? That's great! Do you happen to know much about their family affairs?
One of these days I'll get him. I'm at 275 out of 300 standard wishes I need to just choose. What I feel like's gonna happen though, because I still need him and Grace, is I'm gonna like choose him, and then I'm immediately gonna fucking get him again, and then I'll be like, damn, I wish I had chosen Grace. Though, I mean, again, I have good Electro now with Yanagi. And even Haramasa. So, I don't need Grace, but also having characters is good.
Lycon said you had something urgent to discuss with me?
Of course his name is Soichiro.
Is that?
Oh, is that Miss Ju Yuan? It's been a while.
What does this So and Soichiro mean? Like, obviously,
It's been a while, Mr.
Ichi is
Soichiro.
one, so then Soichiro's gotta be like first son, or like the bestest man, or something like that.
Oh, so you weren't joking? Please continue.
Mr. Soichiro, aren't you worried about Miyabi's safety?
Of course I am, but I'm more concerned for those who wish to harm her. I don't mean to brag, but she's strong. Very strong. She's strong in every sense of the word. Perhaps even stronger than that. Actually, she's even... Oh, forgive me. There I go boasting again. Old habits die hard. Anyway, My daughter has proved time and again that those who wish her ill will never meet a good...
He seems way more chill than I would have guessed that, and I would have pegged him as like super staunch, hard-ass, old family head kind of guy.
What? What do you mean?
Worry not. I have no doubts about your intentions, Miss Chu Yuan. But our family affairs are sensitive information. It's our rule not to share them lightly, especially considering we have a guest here I'm not acquainted with. Would you mind proving that you know my daughter?
Miss Hoshimi's katana is a family heirloom used by generations to eradicate evil. Only direct family members can handle it.
That's right. If she was willing to share that much with you, it shows that she trusts you.
That feels so basic.
Also known to a lot of her colleagues.
Mr. Soichiro, you secretly swap your wine for juice during social events.
She even told you that?
Please hear me out, sir. The katana went out of control.
That's just good.
It unleashed massive foxfire.
Spycraft? That's not exactly the term I want. Like,
Lycon, please inform the mayor that I might...
manipulating expectations around alcohol can give you an edge.
Now you two. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance. It must not be shared with anyone. If anyone is plotting against the Hoshimi family, they must be after the katana. That katana is a treasured heirloom passed from generation to generation. It is also the source of power for every head of the family. But the power sealed within it is forbidden. Only the head is qualified to inherit and receive it, and the process is extremely dangerous. My daughter, however, is different. Aside from an accident when she was young, she has never relied on the katana's power. Her strength comes from herself.
Other than, you know, literally every time she fights.
It is imperative that the...
I don't... Like, clearly that's where the power is from, isn't it? With her little ghosty guy?
If the scabbard is compromised.
I don't know. Maybe it is just her, and then the, like, creepy red power that we saw in the cutscene is, like, the true power that she doesn't use.
Locked up in HQ.
Drop the act. You turned at the 7th Street we passed to head back to Janus Quarter. This car was never going to HQ.
So you've known all along. Are you sure you want to calmly let us do as we please?
The schemes of villains are always unique. I might as well stick around and figure out your real objective. Besides, you alone pose no threat to me.
Even with you unarmed?
I don't need a blade to deal with you.
Indeed, we really aren't worthy. After all, this is a treasure passed down through generations of the Hoshimi family. It has slain dangerous ethereals, legendary warriors, the remnants of the old civilization, and the evils of the new era. The cursed blade, Tailless.
You...
7 generations of swordmasters have established the Hoshimi...
Ah, the little yellow thing's the fingerprint lock.
Most people
That's
think
neat.
the Hoshimi family's bloodline is inherently superior, but in fact, the true source of their power is this blade. Except for you, Hoshimi Miyabi. You're the rare talent born into the Hoshimi family, truly blessed in the art of swordsmanship.
How do you know about the Hoshimi family?
Because the target of our evil group...
Our evil, fucked up group.
Nullface may have botched the mission, but he still managed to obtain your deep sync modeling data.
What?
Oh, that's Nullface from when they trapped the Section 6 people in VR.
Form of the cursed blade.
Oh.
So beautiful. This monstrous energy is exactly what we need.
Are you sucking it up into that glove?
You're right. No one can threaten you. So we'll make you the threat.
Release Tailless!
I think that's exactly what she is doing. That's the problem.
What an unexpected delight. My surprise, Officer Hoshimi Miyabi has honored my speech with her presence. Dear citizens, let's give her a round of applause.
Wow! It's Miss Miyabi! Amazing!
Maybe she's the boss then, or like Tailless specifically.
Miyabi!
Where am I? I was clearly...
You're in a neat little inner world. I love an inner world.
There are enemies here too?
This is fucking crack for any anime watcher.
Surprisingly recovered. Am I supposed to defeat enemies to recover? It scatters upon being cut. It's obviously not a physical entity. Foxfire. It's a power that belongs to the Hoshimi family. So why would it burn me?
Is it Foxfire? I thought this was called Frostfire. Maybe Frostfire is like the element. I don't know. It's getting spooky and fucked up.
You can't shake the feeling that this place looks familiar. Foxfire! It's burning even more intensely! Losing my strength! I must defeat more enemies. The more the better. This place...
Is that fucking Walpurgis not? What's this thing's name? I don't remember.
These people, citizens?
Uh-huh. I guess we're seeing the people outside now.
What?
As we, like,
How could I
get up to the stage to kill Bringer.
wield my blade against the innocent?
Are you serious?
Some of this is at least memories based on what Billy's saying.
Are you sure this is the right move, Hoshimi?
Kill! This is a rule created to break rules. A submission made to end submission. A curse forged to eliminate curses. This is Hoshimi's fate.
Is this also how you coaxed my mother? convince her of this fate the same way? Is this how you turned her into the sacrifice? Answer me! Good. So you remember me. Do you?
Well, yeah, you're the one carrying around the sword, too.
Conditions are right? No. But I have a proposition. I understand that you had to make difficult choices to survive the era of hollow calamities. But times have changed. Past sacrifices were made, so there would be no more sacrifices in the future. The Hoshimi legacy shouldn't just stop at inheriting this blood-stained gift. If outsiders are capable of bypassing the rules and taking your power, then what's the point of clinging to this cruel ritual? Therefore, let's cooperate. That's right. I've always been aware that I'm not the type of heir the Hoshimi family needs. I don't have my grandfather's keen judgment, my aunt's resourcefulness, my father's knowledge, or my mother's sharp mind. But I have swordsmanship. It's the one thing in which I'm genuinely gifted. From now on, if you heed me, I'll rewrite the fate of the Hoshimi family in my own way. Be my blade, one that slays only evil, and I'll repay the injustices that forced your sacrifices. My mother was the final sacrifice you'll ever receive. From this day forward, under my command, I'll turn you into a legend which is truly unmatched by anyone.
Pragmatic.
Idealistic.
You'll get to eat better, right? Instead of one sacrifice every once in a while, you can just,
So you'll agree.
you know, eat all the bad people that she has to cut down.
Miss Hoshimi! Miss Hoshimi!
I guess that's not resolving now.
Hey, can you hear
That's gonna be like an endgame thing.
Roxy?
Yes, it's me, Miss Hoshimi. You're finally awake. How are you feeling?
So, that golden light was you. Thank goodness I didn't draw my blade. The citizens... did I hurt them?
Rest assured, Miyabi, you didn't hurt anyone. When those strange flames appeared in your eyes, the manager and I knocked you into the dead-end hollow. You were swinging your katana the whole time, but only at the ethereals coming at us. Just now, you suddenly froze. The flames on your katana disappeared, and we were able to get close.
I see. Thank you. I almost made a terrible mistake. I feared if my blade had harmed those dear to me, hurt innocent people,
Miss Hoshimi.
Wise, it's an emergency. The rest of Section 6 has arrived at the speech venue, and it's a total mess. Looks like Bringer's trying to get away.
What?
Well, did we get the evidence to get him? I assume yes, based on that.
Leave her to me. I'll take her to the nearest medical center. Go, manager. Go catch the culprit. We absolutely cannot let him get away.
Poor little Eos is always getting beat up. Is there a part 4 to this, though, or are we just having another, like, nasty government man run off to be dealt with later? Port El Peace. There should be some location for us to go to that I don't know if we've been to yet, but again, they could be setting up for next time. I don't really know what to expect. Other than it feels weird that we haven't fought a boss yet. Because I know there is one. Okay, yeah, port 4. And there's the port. Oh, it's not at peace, it's Ipes. Tater King's Fry Feast. Give me some of that. Ugh, I fucking love a tater. I was trying to talk to Qingyi. Why? I'm not trying to fish. Fuck off. So, okay, yeah, if we're tracking down Bringer, then my guess is that he's gonna turn into a big nasty, and that will end up being our boss. As they're improving things in this slowly, which, one, I'm very interested that they're doing that. You know, they've basically done away with the TV mode now, which is arguable whether or not that's an improvement, because it was kind of fun. But they need a new fucking, like, map select. Because the one they have now is getting just real fat and wide as they keep sticking more zones in there. I feel like a natural one would be to give us some actual, like, you know, like world map, town map kind of thing.
Hold it! Surrender at once, Acting Commander Bringer. No.
See, like, this is where it's kind of nice that there's no TV mode at the moment, because instead of having to spend half an hour getting here, we're just here.
Since you've delivered yourselves, I won't have to hunt you down later.
But the new like void mode thing is weird because you're just doing TV mode but in 3D, and that feels funkier.
Creator, I implore you, remind me!
And what does that mean? Are you just being, like, vaguely religious? Or is the creator with the vampires, or what? There he is. It's the hand.
What?
Why do they know what that is, though? Is this the hand of the creator? Are we in Bleach right now? Mayuri just fought this guy.
Bringer turned into an ethereal.
A little guy coming out of the hand.
Be careful, everyone.
Resistance is futile.
Is that more juice for him?
Don't let your guard down.
Gotta have his phase 2 somehow. Save me, boy, fail. Ah, mommy maid saved me instead.
Do you know each other? Unfortunately, now's not the time to catch up.
I like that they've involved nearly everybody in this. We got a little appearance from Kaleda as like the Bellabog rep. But everyone else has been here pretty much. I guess Soldier and some of the Caledon guys haven't been, but they've had at least one rep from every team.
Be careful, everyone.
Everyone, keep it up!
Where is your body? I can't fucking hit you. Come here.
Surrender!
That guy's user activity is still increasing. There's something blocking the way here. Huh?
If only we had a bunch of superpowered people with weapons. Gosh. Is that Ben? Or one of the construction bots, I guess. Yeah, speaking of Bellabog, here they are.
Just in the nick of time.
This almost feels like the end of the game or something. Maybe like, you know, this is kind of like an end of part 1 sort of vibe or something.
Blow, blow, blow away your troubles! Yeah!
Resistance is futile. Mind and body.
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
Yeah, okay. Well, if the rest of the Sons of Caledon show up, maybe we really will get, like,
The way forward is open.
an everybody is here moment.
Watch out! He's absorbing ether energy!
That's probably gonna go down as like one of the hypest gaming moments of all time. Everyone is here for Smash Ultimate.
Keep beating. We must stop him.
Asaba, are you okay?
Nope, he's got the ether sickness real bad. They haven't addressed it in game at all, but we got, you know, the little cutscenes for him and Miyabi on like YouTube and stuff. Dude's like gonna go ethereal any moment.
That was awesome!
He should not be here. He should not be in this line of work.
Now we just need to press the advantage.
Proxy, do you copy? It's the pink-haired lady's voice. Hello? Can you hear me?
Casually sniping us.
Refine your.
Oh, never mind. That's the vamp lady. I guess I don't know that she is a vampire. Like that one dude in Lycon's backstory, but she feels like a vampire.
Something's wrong with Bringer.
Something was already wrong with him.
Climb back up.
Thanks, Sokaku.
Proxy, it's not over yet.
At least we didn't fall into a hollow because we were already in one.
Head to the shore!
Damn, these things are really in the way. There's a coin with us. Nicole told us to head to the seaside. It's urgent, so let's get a move on.
Owie. I should... those annoying explodey guys, I should just avoid them.
What's up with this guy? Be careful, everyone.
I mean, he was already an asshole before he went ethereal. Did you expect him to get better? Wise? Because you're not being very wise if you're thinking that.
This should be the place Nicole was talking about. But why isn't anyone here?
A lot of cutscenes in this. Maybe I'm used to the side stories, but I feel like they're really spending their animation budget.
He's here.
Granted, not all of them are as floppy as like the driving one, nor should they be necessarily, since this is a more serious moment.
Down here!
Hey, there's Caesar. Who we missing then? Lucy and Lighter and Soldier. I think we've seen like everyone else besides those three.
Special delivery.
Sorry for the wait, everyone.
Explain the little floating eyeball with all of this like sealed demon shit. I need to have the eyeball explained.
So, you are the culprit? Good. We can
Wait, can they usually talk
quickly.
after they go ethereal? He was stimulated, so that's a little different than normal, but that's interesting. Oh, and there's Ellen. Yeah, we hadn't seen Ellen yet. There's the Caledons.
It'll be okay.
Our only issue is there's not enough to fight. Nicole, I think the ethereals have us surrounded.
They're just small fries. We'll handle them.
Okay. I called dibs on the big one.
No. Huh? He's my target.
Sorry, but thanks for bringing the chief over.
One last overtime.
Get a late night snack after work.
Section 6.
Sokaku's just like, I want to hit the bars. I want to get real wasted.
Careful, everyone. His ether activity is becoming increasingly erratic.
Why is his dirty!
Everyone, watch out for those strange eyes.
Can I shoot? Oh, it'll not be hit me. Can I like shoot up there with the Saba? That would be nice. I think this is just an avoid phase, unfortunately.
There's more and more of those strange things!
Actually, I don't know if I can aim up when I'm doing that. There he is. Okay.
His ether activity is still increasing. By inflicting disorder on him, we should be able to stop him. This guy's attacks won't stop. Watch out, everyone!
You know, Miyabi feels like she has an enhanced dodge too, kind of like Jane.
My blade is already sheathed.
Fancy testing my aim?
Distance here.
So much power.
We are not afraid of you!
I like how they're flashing back. Like, remember that cutscene with her mom? No, because it's not fucking in the game. It's on YouTube. Hi, Lily. I'm good.
Talk about showing off.
They're stupid with these. I don't know. They need to like have their promotional shit and then put the cutscenes in the game later at some point. They're at least keeping some of the events long term, unlike Genshin, who just
The test is complete.
fucking stuff happens and then it's
P07
never
confirmed
to be heard from again.
Bringer has completed his mission. May the Creator refine him.
How long can we stay awake? Wash it off, yeah, we wash it off.
Okay, so what? This is the where they are now thing? Yeah, why is there credits?
How deep are we gonna
The game's not over.
losing our dreams? How deep before we all fade away?
Oh, the little pubsec. Or maybe it's not pubsec, the little Section 6 Bang Boo is very cute. And Bootler. The Bang Boos are just like hit after hit. I don't know. They gotta be selling merch of those somewhere. Go to like the Zenless store and get little plushies of all of them or something. Mocus is another one I really love. Seth, I don't think it's shown up until that cutscene. How did I forget my little cat boy as I was listing everybody? The him bros touching arms. Like on being a good dad. And Miyabi's like, oh, I want to be carried. Jane, can you carry me? One show comes to an end, another begins. Yeah. The fact that this is also chapter 5, which is like a nice round number, this feels like they're definitely kind of drawing a line in the sand with this being like finishing one chunk of the game and then moving on to the next chunk. Which, when did this come out? July? So like 6 months to a chunk?
Answer us! Where did you take our teacher?
Carol Arna. The day the old capital fell, it was that giant white hand that took her away.
Did you know that? That was dumb, you guys. Why'd you get close? So, is that implying then that the original demon, whatever, that sealed inside the blade did that? Wait, are they AI? Because I think this is Bringer. Yeah, something's up with them. You'd think if he were an AI that he couldn't get Ether sick, though. So I don't know exactly what to make of that. I'm titillated, though. I could feel, like, the hair on my arms stand up at their dramatic reveal. I don't know. It's like, I feel stupid when shit like that works, but also, you know, why deny myself the joy of experiencing emotions when I'm playing a game, right? I learned that when I was younger, that it's like so much better to just give yourself over and let them fucking guide your emotions down whatever path you want, or rather what they want, and just have fun with it. Because, like, what really all that happened is that their eyes glowed, and there was, like, a musical sting or something. But, I don't know. Shit works. I'm glad that we're getting along now, at least, and we're not at odds, because last chapter's ending was definitely setting that up.
After everything that's happened, I hope I've become...
Here we are. We're using the same art, I think.
What do you think?
Huh? Yes, of course. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have stood a chance against Bringer. So we'll get going then?
I'm sorry, Belle, but my gut is telling me I need to do this. If I'm wrong, will you forgive me?
Huh? Do you mean... Fine. You win. Go ahead. I'm with you all the way.
Hi, Riku. We, I think, are nearly done with Chapter 5. I just beat a boss, so currently, yes.
We have something very important to tell you. 11 years ago, our home was in the old Minerva Quarter of Eridu, at the end of Main Road number 7, the Helios Academy. The person who raised us and taught us, her name was Carol Arna. We are the students of the guilty from the fall of the old capital. Please listen to me. Our teacher was innocent. There's more to the story than you know.
What do you mean?
On the night of the disaster, Helios Academy was attacked by mysterious forces. Armed soldiers, monsters, and a giant white hand, almost identical to the one Bringer summoned. I know this is hard to believe, but I swear it's true. We've been trying to find out what really happened. With your help, I'm sure we can find the real culprit. Miss Hoshimi, would you be willing to continue working with us?
Take this. It's a token proving you're under the protection of the Hoshimi family. Even if you're proxies, you're my proxy.
Yeah. They already tried to take me into the bounty, but I've ingratiated them and earned their trust.
Does that mean you believe us about the fall of the old capital?
Everybody, I don't know how much you know of the story of Zenless or have been following, like, me if you don't play it yourself, but everyone knows we're a proxy now.
Hidden truths or not, we have a
And you know, even the cops, and they're just like, you're cool though, so we'll make it work.
partners, seeking answers together. Don't worry. Our conversation was not monitored.
Okay, technically what we're doing is illegal, but
Talk to those who are
it's like One Piece now, right? Like pirate, technically illegal, but we're a cool guy, so everyone's like, you're one of the good ones.
You really don't mind that we're students of the guilty?
Eradicate all evil. As for what is evil, I'll determine that myself.
Even if our teacher was guilty, that doesn't fucking automatically mean that we were by association. I can't sleep because of my shortcomings. Oh, right, because you failed. I thought she meant like literally, but you're the highest end AI around. Your class project could have been helping them make bombs. Well, what did he say? How long ago was it? Like 10 plus years or something, and we're certainly no older than our early 20s. Like, we would have been kids. So, at most, you know, I don't know, kids generally can't be fully implicated in things. You use travel or drive to the Hassas office. Do I do those, or are you saying you'd like me to? What? I feel like that was mistranslated. I don't know what the fuck it wants from me, because now it's saying go upstairs and go to bed. Oh yeah, I guess I could have looked on here to see how many parts there were. Follow-up content coming soon. Cool. Yeah, I like that they added this screen too. And especially because it throws a few more pulls at us. I'm the Bang Boo Snap that you met. Boy, I sure don't know who you are. This also seems very much like a side quest, and I probably don't care about it right now. Is this still main story? Where's the fucking... What am I trying to find? I don't remember the fucking controls now. There's too many buttons. Here. Yeah, alright. They're marking it as main quest, so I guess we'll keep going. This went on longer than I thought, so I'm debating what I want to do for the rest of the night. If I want to, like, end early, do Dragon Age another night, do some Dragon Age now, but just have it be shorter, or like do a normal Dragon Age stream after this and just have it go really fucking long till like 2 or 3 in the morning or something. Because I want to like fall behind on my RPGs. Oh, this is teasing the idol group question mark. I think that's where she's from. She's one of the characters coming up next that they announced. I think she is Ether at least, so I do want to pull for her just for that reason alone. And I really need to get Zuyu on whenever they rerun her. It's stressful. I feel like I need to pull every single fucking character that they put out. Which means their fucking tactics are working. I know I'm falling prey, but I've been able to keep up so far, somehow. Despite feeling like I'm failing way more often than Genshin on the 50-50s. online people keep talking about the concept art we saw for like the idol group. And it makes me wonder if we're even getting those characters or if they've been retooled into some of the ones we're seeing now, or if they're like two completely different groups.
No bad guys on our tail. We can finally take a break now.
Are you sure they were bad guys? To me, they looked more like bodyguards.
Trust me, they're not bodyguards. There's only one person who can be my bodyguard.
Is it me?
Now that we're safe, I can finally
No.
thank you properly.
Okay. Maybe that's another character then, the bodyguard for the idol group.
Congratulations! You're officially at the top of Fried Rice's best online buddies list. Anyway, I don't want to drag you into any more of this, so I'll be going solo from here. See you around, and I'll remember to send you a thank you gift later.
As for a thank you gift, I happen to have a limited edition family poster here. How about signing it for me?
Oh, sure thing! I can even write a personal note. No, wait. Oh my! I just noticed. The main girl in this movie looks a lot like me. Just to clarify, the actress on the poster, Astra Yal, yeah, that's not me. Though people do say we look alike. With
Fucking Clark Kent. I'm definitely not just this person with glasses on.
Well, I want to believe you. I'm afraid even Granny Eve at the newsstand wouldn't buy that.
So you're not buying it.
Like, I'm sure this is just her normal outfit and everything. Just with sunglasses.
Yeah, you're right. I am Astra Yal.
Well, to be fair, because there is an undercover agent, different character. I think this is just a celeb who admittedly should be better at
I actually think
not getting recognized if she needs to.
cool. But I made a deal with my manager. She said when you're out on your own, you have to stay low-key and wear.
Yeah, I think she's just a ditz.
That said, it's not like I was really breaking the promise. I did try to disguise myself, but your sharp eyes saw right.
Wear a hat, at least.
Anyway, back to the plan. Our next stop, Port Elpis.
It is Elpis. I can't read.
Wait, Port Elpis? What plan is this? Weren't you just going to sign the poster and say goodbye?
That was the friendly, anonymous online friends version of the plan. But now, plans have changed. You know who I am, and you helped me escape from Lumina Square. Which means you're now acting against Tops.
I would never act against Tops. Me and Tops, same guy. We're in cahoots.
Superstar backed by Tops and ruins their important event.
Bottoms are the ones who need to watch out.
Looks like we're in this together now.
Kidnapping a superstar? You're the one who... Wait, is it too late to send you back to Lumina Square?
Oh, it's too late. You're now officially invited to join me on my one
Now you listen here.
ditch work.
I'm listening.
Make my way to Reverb Arena. I'm really looking forward to going to Reverb Arena. I hear there's a really cool event happening there. But do you know how to get to Port Elpis and Reverb Arena? I couldn't seem to find them on the Metro map.
Yeah, she's a ditz. I got your number, lady.
Yeah, but we don't need to take the metro. We can just drive there.
Great! I'm counting on you.
Shut
I'm
up.
gonna go pop by the record store across the street for a sec.
Listen, bottoms are very important.
Check out. Let me know when you're ready.
Essential even. Bottom right. I don't understand this new fucking pop-up that shows up when I teleport either. There's too much shit. Jorin de Winters. No, I don't, but that really makes me think of like Jorkin de Peanuts or something. in the way that we were talking about last night in your stream, where like furries are the backbone of like every industry, I wonder if like in any significant way, like if bottoms or tops are more, you know, involved in some aspect of something. For example, I'm thinking like art commissions, you know, because you always, in regards to like the furries being the backbone of every industry, it's like then they also go and spend all their money on furry commissions, like funding the commission industry. So I wonder if like, you know, are more artists bottoms or something like that? Who else would build a bottom floor if not bottoms? What is just every building ever? They specifically bring in bottoms only to utilize their expertise for that. Architects, bottom floors, they gotta be bottoms. If you've watched How I Met Your Mother, I am biased against architects via Ted Mosby to feel that like architects are kind of like needy beta men. Based off of that one example in a TV show. That's how I form my opinion about architects. Because I don't know any real ones. I think the closest would be like Tig with his more interior designy kind of thing that he's going to school for. What is there to see? All there is a big fucking hollow. Oh yeah, and then there's this place, which I stumbled into, and I was wondering what the fuck the point of this was, I guess. It's like a secret underground music venue. Something like that. Shark Boo is another one of my favorites. But I don't hate Batty Boo either. I need to make like a Level Up Joe Boo at some point. That's another Basil Wolf thing that I love to do for myself because he has a little Basil Boo. There's people who do commissions to like make little Bang Boo models. For like VTube Studio or whatever. That'd be a good one to do like when I was doing the Pokemon drawings of people fucking last year or whatever. Just do like some little Bang Boos of everybody.
What's the score now?
Now, the whole of New Eridu knows you ran away.
That voice.
Didn't we agree you'd stay low-key and wear disguises?
Is she the other character they revealed?
Oh, it wasn't very effective anyway.
Eve, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think so.
I should be asking you that. The whole company is looking for you.
I like her vibe a lot.
Blowing up.
I might have to pull for her to sigh.
Friend, and then you disappeared. Huh. You must be that online friend.
What does she remind me of? Lucy, maybe? From, I think that's the name of her. Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. But like blonde and older.
Currently ranked #1 on chaotic.
Keep seeing clips of House MD. I feel like this whole show is a drug tour created by House. Is that still airing or just like
I'm Evelyn,
old
Astra's
clips?
manager and bodyguard. We need to be on the same page for what's happened today. Astra's outing was a planned work event.
It wasn't a work event. I simply ditched work.
Speaking of clips, I don't know if you mean TikTok, but I'm thinking TikTok. While that's just gonna be gone in a couple weeks, apparently.
That I ran away just because I didn't want to.
Because the government really just doesn't give a fuck. And they... The clearest example of, like, the true struggle not being left versus right, but it being, like, rich versus poor.
Let's head back first.
Because somehow, bipartisanly, they decided, like, no, we don't like that you guys are, having, like, free information and banding together and stuff.
My fault.
So, we're gonna blame China and take away your fun toy.
But you still need to go back and give everyone an explanation.
But part of me also thinks it's not going to be a big deal at all.
They're still waiting
and that it's just going to be like an awkward month or so until some new app is just the new TikTok.
Fine. Let's go back. I gotta go, Wise. Thank you for keeping me company today.
They really are just scared of it. And it's a real transparent ass excuse because China has their data already. So do you. It's not a threat to democracy, or whatever they're saying.
Please wait. There's still a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
You want me to keep everything a secret, right? Don't worry. You don't have to tell me that. I know what to do, even if just for Astra's sake.
Yes, we need to keep it secret. But there's another thing. Thank you. I realized she was a little off this morning, but I had a special assignment as well, so I had to leave after dropping her off at the cinema. I planned to make it up to her after the event with a proper birthday celebration. But the next thing I know, I get a message.
Is she like the manager? Because she has manager vibes.
Lucky you were there for her. She's in a much better mood than she was earlier today. You've done what I couldn't. Thank you.
What's going to be goofy, though, is that with all of the other factions so far, it makes sense that they can fight. I don't know why the fuck this idol group is gonna, you know, be in the hollows fighting stuff.
No need to thank me. I'm really happy to get this chance to spend time with her. I'll definitely treasure the memories we made.
Maybe the security guard, maybe the manager.
Everything
in like a weird anime, oh, I gotta protect the talent kind of way, but like, why the singers?
Oh, why did you come back?
I don't know, maybe their whole gimmick is that they fucking like
One sec, okay?
live stream and sing songs while they're fighting.
How wise.
Who
I
knows?
still owe you a signed poster. I'll remember. No, next time, I'll bring you an even bigger gift. Just wait.
Maybe one day in like, I don't know, a month when they put out those characters. Oh, and we had to do that to get his story. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going with this for now, and we'll go do Harumasa's story. And we'll, evaluate further plans when that's done. Look at this bottom. He looks younger here, though. This is probably supposed to be him as, like, a little kid. With fucking, like, blood tubes going all over and stuff because he's sick or whatever. Drugs. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out more about him now then.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health. I'm here to...
Unlike me, who is sick and dying.
Same as before. You know the drill.
3 sick days this week. Got it.
Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
Didn't we already have this conversation? All this dude does is use PTO.
This? You all know I've been sick since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
That's pretty fucked.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
Maybe that's why he's in this line of work despite being sick.
It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
You know, he was orphaned or whatever and just needs to pay the bills.
What can I say? I'm a genius.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
A correction? That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading. Though, it was my cat's temperature.
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work. But a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful?
Picking up a poor Batman, yeah.
Why was it banned?
Because it's...
That would be a great group for this, like a Batman ripoff, where it's just one older guy and then a bunch of fucking orphan kids and they all like are dressed up as superheroes and know how to fight.
Thanks, Chief.
I kind of, whether it's Batman or not, a superhero faction, a superhero themed one, would be great.
But the side effects
Like vigilantes who go into the hollows and
worsens
fight stuff.
corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to turn into
The theming of that would be so fun.
Oh, those are the consequences Nagi was talking about!
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts.
But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just say something?
Nope, nothing.
Yeah, not everybody who could be a girl boss Miyabi. Some people are just boy fails.
My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying.
Dang.
Here now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone.
Oh, this guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He takes a leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Hermosa just has something he has to get done. If possible.
No, I think he is actually just dying, you guys.
Oh, no, you don't. Chief,
He's just coping with humor.
tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it. And don't be late.
Oh.
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
I knew it was you. The only person that's too lazy to knock twice.
Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock. More importantly, I need your help with something. Actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the Hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that I can trust.
Is that what the kids are calling it now? The carrot? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, dude might collapse at any moment.
No way. This is actually for work? Since when?
Again, they didn't show us this in game. This is on YouTube.
something
But the cutscene like little trailer thing for him, they were really just painting him as like
Executive officer.
like terminal patient. This dude is gonna be dead tomorrow.
Besides, this is an excellent opportunity.
Worse than dead. Dead in quotes, meaning turning into a fucking ethereal monster.
Run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers.
His parents probably did actually abandon him too, based on that YouTube cutscene. Because there's this whole thing about him like being in the street and people like thinking he's a monster or something.
Existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
If there really is such a wonder drug, then wouldn't that give anyone free entry into the Hollows? I feel like there must be some serious side effects.
Wise is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they?
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous.
Well, to be precise, he's not the cop.
Years ago, but recently
He's on the like special forces.
They're probably connected to the
team
drug's creator.
So he doesn't like deal with
Before.
domestic shit like the cops would. He specifically is like
I'll offer you fair compensation.
not like military, but you know, like, hey, let's fucking run an operation and like get into the Hollow and beat up the like ethereal monsters and stuff. So much more like a strike team kind of thing.
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you.
Though, I mean, they did try to arrest me earlier, so maybe that's not completely accurate to say that they don't ever do
When do we leave?
domestic shit.
No time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner.
Probably still just like generally what they're doing is of a higher like pay grade and priority than regular cop shit. They're not gonna investigate some sort of local bullshit or stuff like that.
One, two, yes, all accounted for.
Rena, maybe what? Well, that's Story. I don't need Chingy. Chingy is so useful, but she could maybe slow things down if the combat's not actually that hard. Because I can just wail on someone to put them into daze. Or to, I don't know, whatever the mode is when you inflict daze. You literally told me how to play him, game. I know, this is the third time.
Looks like we've got a big one over there.
Made a draw across it.
Hit him where it hurts. Resistance is futile.
To think I find a helicopter here of all places, at the helipad. What is the world coming to? Special interaction. Yes, I know about aiming mode. Do you need me to aim? Say so if yes. You didn't tell me to aim, you just told me that I can if I want to.
Gotcha.
I see a chance. Go.
Okay, now you're telling me.
A bow is so convenient at times.
I'm looking again. Yeah, I really can't. Oh, and now it's locking again.
For someone as efficient as me.
No, I can go up. Okay. Yeah, that's handy that you can get boxes from a distance. I think the Scorpion guys are new. Maybe I fought him earlier in the stream and didn't realize, but certainly new as of tonight,
There's
at
a
least.
familiar face. If someone from public security is here, I must have found the right place. Come on, let's go say hi.
twink on twink action.
How do you do, my fellow officers? Great work.
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again.
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work. Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy, just not in the same year. So, Asaba.
The Hot Boy Academy?
Executive officer. What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much, really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case.
I like this club music in the background.
Take a look at the samples you seized.
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet.
The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? I forget. In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the Hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me.
Mr. Executive...
And that's the kind of line that would start a yaoi.
It's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room, and...
Hey, sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to take off your pants. I gotta investigate in there.
That's right! Oh, has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you aren't willing to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself.
I can't believe you would bonk me just because I initiated yaoi.
Such clean moves.
This is my role. This is the service that I provide.
Aha!
Timely yaoi hot takes.
This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. If you ask
You'll
me,
never take me alive.
This isn't the real stuff, just a cheap knockoff.
You, how did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Oh, thanks for the compliment. By the way,
Yeah, he's kind of being a little shitboy right now.
that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my bamboo here. I believe in you. Go team!
Come on. Using me as an excuse now?
Oh, you're making me sad. I genuinely wanted to protect you from the bottom of my heart.
Just ignore him. Let's fight.
Team up. Twink team up.
Help. Help me. Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help?
Yeah, I need to shove my face in your tits for safety.
Help! His eyes. What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption? There's no time.
I don't think he can see us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
His face looks like they took a model from like a different game.
The kid's turning into an ethereal.
But why? His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus his core came out in seconds. That's impossible.
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me, now. I'll take him down.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling it isn't your average ethereal?
You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
They making drugs that turn people into heartless? No. So the way that this works this is like a post-apocalypse situation, and there's these weird glowing areas called hollows. Inside of there is ether, and ether turns you into these things over time, like if you get inflicted with like too much of it. The drug we're looking for is supposed to
That's because those weren't signs of corruption.
it's supposed to enhance your ability to like weaponize that, which is like a separate thing from the corruption.
People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate.
Though, like he's saying, there can be relations between those two concepts.
Under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption.
This dude's just giving out the fucking terminal prognosis, and then the club music's just going on in the background still.
Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years?
Do you know each other?
Yes, all the boys know each other. They all went to boys' school.
What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts. That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the hollow and end his own life. Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles sooner.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease?
You should have given him a cat boy.
Security will need to look into
you know, for therapy reasons.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here?
Go ahead. I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be... and become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive. But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent, and hard-working kid. It looks like all your effort has paid off.
Sounds like he was in the program.
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking. None of that sounds like the Harumasa I know.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium.
Oh, or maybe not.
Ether aptitude regression syndrome. To make up for my past mistakes.
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been acquitted.
Whatever you say. What does any of this have to do with me?
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together. I found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together as classmates.
You've been investigating Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there's still many clues left behind. If we work together and investigate the shelter, we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now.
Let me think about it. By the way, Master told me that I was his only student, and you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid, and didn't care about these things. So I'd appreciate it if you stopped acting like we're friends.
Come on, but we're indeed...
Sorry. How much longer will you need? It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP.
We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone.
What were you guys talking about? I couldn't follow at all.
Sorry. That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe. To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards, the kid turning into an ethereal and Kirishima, none of that was part of the plan.
You think?
What's up with that Kirishima guy? He said he was your senpai, but something felt kinda off between you two.
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him.
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? Well, that wanted criminal is my master. His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all.
Is that why you're sick?
He was found guilty by
Like it wasn't natural, but you got fucked over by this guy?
but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
And what about you? Do you want revenge against your master too?
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects. There. I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think?
Yes, you're a good
one more
boy.
thing.
Tatsu and ruffles your hair.
This isn't actually for work.
Pulls on your collar a little bit.
Private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you about it, can you keep it a secret for me, please?
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks. You're the best partner. Oops, I didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out. I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
I can't hit the hay bell. I got more boy quests to do. Yeah, it threw me off for a second. I was like, wait, what do you mean completed? Aren't there 2 more parts? There are, in fact, 2 more parts. Needs to be kids from your program.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke.
I don't like the word sanatorium. That's just
Nice to meet you.
an unpleasant word.
Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in.
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food, shelter.
I guess this is a problem in this society when your kids are gonna turn into monsters.
We're all very
If they get, if it goes too far, the parents just dip.
I'm just doing my part. Ether aptitude regression syndrome is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're going through.
Oh, really?
And yet, empathy's not that hard. People just suck at it.
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
Really? I can't imagine.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot.
That's such a bad way to say that. Like, the she doesn't get out much thing is kind of a fact. You can't entirely get around that, but saying don't mind her, just be, I don't know, that makes it sound like it's her fault. Like, it's not her fault. You can be nicer about that. That just feels like adults, like, pushing kids to the side.
Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with. Please, come with us.
Ooh, quit doing cop stuff and just be a cat boy.
You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here.
Or I don't know, maybe in that one hyper analyzation of his language,
Get you situated with some fresh
maybe I found out that he's not the greatest guy either.
Good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
That is probably incredibly against regulations.
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
Oh, you don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
Starting to sound pretty sus.
I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million dennies on it.
That's me, the rich guy.
That's right.
Nobody tell Luigi Mangione I'm here.
Like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million.
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Also, sus as hell.
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
But if you're being weird and probably doing weird experiments on these kids, why are you taking them out?
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him.
I guess maybe like just to pacify them.
Got it.
Make keeping them in line easier.
All right, everyone. Let's go. I'll take you to the port.
That's totally the vibe I'm getting now. Him being like, oh, you know, she doesn't get out much is definitely just a way to cover for the fact that, like, she's, you know, gonna be weird because of whatever situation is going on. Whether they're, like, kidnapped or whatever. I don't doubt that they're genuinely sick, but evidently not everything's on the up and up. I think we gotta trust the Catboy's instincts on this one. I guess you kind of get a view. When I was seeing it before, I was just seeing that one hollow there, and I was like, huh, kind of kills the skyline. What the fuck? Excuse me? Bottoms, explain this. What the fuck is this ass in my face? Treat her to some taters. Yeah, read the word sanatorium. I feel like that's an indicator by itself that, like, something not... Like, I don't know. Is anything good ever happening at a sanatorium? Surely you'd find a more pleasant word if everything was on the up and up. Maybe don't tell them that. That's gonna bum them out if you're like, oh yeah, your friend, he turned into a hollow and I fucking killed him. And also he was, like, taking his own life. I guess I already knew some of it. You just gotta keep being her friend. But also, we should probably get these kids out of this situation. I was thinking earlier, I don't know if hide and seek's the best activity to, like, do with these fucking sick kids who don't get out. I get he was doing a thing so that he could take out the dude who's supposed to pick him up, but still. Gosh, yeah, I hope she wasn't up here trying to do that. I'm always super gentle to you kids who I met today from the first time. He keeps throwing around the word partner too. I feel like he really wants people to think that we're a couple. And I mean, I would, but still. You know, if I wasn't already a couple with lighter and his plump, delicious ass. How do we get a camera all the way out there? Floating. You guys have fucking Rotom smartphones that can just fly around? I could see that being like a feature in the future. You know, like a drone mode that fucking shit unfolds from your phone and then it can like fly a short distance. Only thing is I don't know how you'd control it without a second doohickey. But you know, selfie tech, right? Like an unfoldable selfie stick could be another thing. That probably is a thing on cases already. We shouldn't take too many photos. If we take too many photos, I feel like somebody's gonna be dead. Yay, good there. I have a surprise. Maybe. Unless those are some fries that somebody else left on the table. Let's all three of us kids go to the restroom. We're not being suspicious at all. Do not follow us.
Wait. You mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
Living beings?
Somehow I'm not shocked.
Or do you mean live ethereals?
You can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
Live human tissue?
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds medical. Like they're cloning tissue or something.
I think it was called ether aptitude regression syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets.
Yeah, so they're harvesting the
Rarely
kids.
make it past their 20s. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it?
They're straight up killing people. That's illegal, dude, bro.
Well, it's definitely
What the
very
fuck?
risky for the patients. It could worsen their illness, maybe even kill them. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it. Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer.
But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too!
You make a good point.
It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea. Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious. Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary.
What point are you trying to make?
Have to make.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice! We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another.
Sometimes how morally upstanding he is charming.
Hey, Seth, calm down. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh?
We hear a lot about his brother, so I wonder if he's going to be a character someday.
Thinking out loud. Seth Lowell.
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you.
You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
He already is one.
Huh?
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid, not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive. Well then, I'll leave you officers
They
to
probably need that though, don't they? I don't know a ton about spinal fluid, but it seems important, given that it's in the spine, or around the spine, or whatever the case may be.
What was that all about? Things escalated pretty fast. You're not mad, are you?
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug, that's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
Fucked up.
The production of this drug is unethical. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
The one thing that, like, you could maybe spin this to be good is, like, if they died and then you could, like, you know, in a donate your body to science kind of way, get something out of them quickly. But of course, they turned into ethereals, so that's not an option.
What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
Bitter gourd juice? That's a unique choice.
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor.
That's an interesting take. I wonder if people actually feel that way.
Relax.
Bitterness can have its place, yes, but I just mean in terms of, like, you take so many meds that you're like, the flavor.
Also got some unfinished business with Kirishima.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya. And others, too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
You knew?
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up.
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab, but he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him.
Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us. But Kirishima... he injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself. Just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects. Fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
I know people at public security. Let's go and report this case.
Well, no, we need to set a trap.
He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
How's your condition right now?
So again, why did he take these kids out for the day?
I probably don't have much time left.
Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay.
I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works. At the very least, I want to do something meaningful before my time is up.
No! You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid.
There you all are. I've been looking everywhere.
Look who's here. What took you so long? I thought you'd forgotten about these kids.
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and mics on them.
Maybe on them wasn't the best idea. I was thinking like on the van or something.
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supplies. Anyone who dares...
Okay, supervillain.
...will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch.
What? This is apparently very rare. Can you be burning through kids that fast?
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up.
Right, so putting mics and trackers on the kids...
I'll figure something out.
...seems like a big risk.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today. Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea! Thank you, Master.
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine. But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband. With that, I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye.
The headband isn't what does that. Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You've been awfully quiet. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway,
You heard his trigger phrase.
I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already. I'm just like those kids.
Yes, you said it.
I have ether aptitude regression.
You said like us a bunch of times.
This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart. As you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
You're not gonna turn into an ethereal like the boy we saw in the hollow, are you?
So, I know I clicked that, but that's a weird way of saying that, Wise.
I'm not gonna die that easily.
Is it though? I don't believe you.
The bad guys always live the longest.
Kirishima is the real bad guy here. Wait, I hope he doesn't stick around.
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited, but they never came back. I was too little to even speak properly then. But even if I knew where home was, there was no going back.
Yeah, they just left him at the hospital. That's fucked.
After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things, like how to draw a bow, how to wield a blade, and how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck.
Ah.
Hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. I love a choker on a boy.
Said more than I should. But that's all in the past now. I don't care anymore.
I'm glad it doesn't bother you anymore.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my master, but for the sake of those kids, too. When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
Okay, one more. And how much do you want to bet that Master's old haunt is somewhere in a hollow?
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to see you all.
Harumasa, you're late again. And Wise?
Oh, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSO, so he's here to check out the place.
Huh? I never planned on joining HSO.
Don't be shy now.
You didn't say join.
You just told me that joining HSO has always been a dream of yours. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place. But you always managed to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now.
Because you don't go to work, dude.
Thank you for your trust all this time.
Oh, don't be saying goodbyes like you're gonna die.
HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off.
Huh? Really?
Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters. As the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Oh, so you're training!
He's pretty dumb.
Can help you with Harumasa?
Yeah.
Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload?
He's a little him-bim boy fail.
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah! And if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all.
Thanks. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You were acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death.
Is that the term for that?
Was it?
A death flag, or is Wise being like
Of course.
video gamey?
I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the Hollow. Need something?
Awaiting.
I'm here.
Head Sukasura Yanagi. 1, 2. Yes, all accounted for.
I would use Miyabi if I had her. I think it's also very funny that he's like, oh, my teammates, I must say goodbye. And then I just stick him in here with Yanagi. Like, oh, hey, I didn't know you'd be coming too.
The place we agreed to meet
Please note,
Kirishima.
there is a mechanism here that can move containers.
Secure the perimeter.
Probably turning the game down a bit too in combat. I always forget. It gets so much louder.
Gee, this place really is a port. There's so much dust. I have a sensitive throat. Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But it's no biggie.
Hey, no worry, dude. I'll give you some fucking deep throat therapy.
Waste of time.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Take over.
What's wrong? You feeling okay?
I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired.
You don't look okay. Should we get out of here first?
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest.
Okay. I admit I haven't been at my best, but it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through. It's my last chance.
Do you really need to find your master that badly? Even if it means risking your health?
I need an answer. And more importantly, I cannot let Kirishima get to master first, or obtain his reason.
They haven't said this outright, but that probably explains why he's working with Hand as well. Like, yeah, it puts him in danger by putting him in the hollows, but it affords him a position of power.
It's like Pandora's
where he can,
once it's open,
you know, hopefully track down his master.
He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help. Please, fight with me until the very end.
If you insist. But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life.
Again, am I your partner? I think we're just some guys who know each other.
All right, let's keep going.
Wise, should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse?
Don't worry. I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong. They'll be able to get here in time.
In fact, I've already contacted Yanagi. She's literally here with us.
You cannot stop me. Don't complicate. Surrender.
You know, I should actually learn how her two modes work at some point. I have no idea. I basically just use her skill anytime I can.
Kirishima is just up ahead. Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now.
Are there more crates? There's a crate.
I'll just have to suck it up.
I found a mechanism your master left, but I couldn't open it. Shoots it with a bow once. Probably. Oh, here's dramatic weather for a dramatic cutscene. Yeah, alright, this guy's an idiot. I don't think there's an order to this, though.
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead.
Oh, I have to stand on this.
The wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Okay. Yeah, dude's an idiot if he can't crack this. Did I step off the thingy? Oh, that was it. Okay, yeah, I thought I had one more to go.
Not feeling well?
I'm fine.
I'm fine, said the not fine guy.
This is a letter?
Do you recognize this symbol?
Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy.
Is it the vampires?
Keep an eye on him. They weren't friends. So, we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw this symbol on a note. Then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery, or just tell me stories.
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now, I'm not so sure. Full of openings!
Here's the change they need to make. Get rid of the fucking crates in these sections. Just give me rewards. Don't make me look around for shit. It's annoying. Or like make them really obvious.
Waste of time.
Yeah, look at that. You found one for me. And it had polychrome, even though it's only 5. There are still like a lot of random little side missions that I haven't fucking got around to doing because I'm not spending time right now just idling playing this or Genshin in the evenings. I'm spending too much time on the dailies as is. Oh yeah, this thing too.
That ethereal keeps
2 new
circling around the
bosses.
briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now! There's gotta be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts.
Master's whereabouts. Huh. Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. And those are definitely his glasses. Is he really still alive?
No.
Urumasa, I know
obviously.
you're for his safety, but try not to think about that right now.
Enough! I'm tired. I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from the start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive?
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me. Since we've known each other for so many years...
Dude couldn't figure out to put an arrow symbol on the symbol wall.
He's over there growling right now.
You mean... that ethereal?
You're the one who spelled it out. What do you mean? Don't be surprised.
Your master. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players. It's only fitting he ends up like this.
I had questions for him. I haven't...
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research. This is a chance to go down in history. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the Hollows. We could even conquer them. When that time comes, a new world will be born. And I will be its god!
Alright, calm down, dude.
Stepping over countless bodies.
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you. Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I am putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You really have the nerve to say that.
Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. That's why the power players
Billionaire mindset.
Continue the research.
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production.
That's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research. You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his demise. What a joke! Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him.
Really, this doesn't even need to be the vampires. Just had like a sympathy cough there. This could just be like any fucking,
on my side.
You know, wealthy special interest.
Don't get cocky. As long as I'm
But it could be the vampires.
that briefcase.
Or whatever group, what's her name's a part of.
Damn it. More ethereals are showing up. We need to take them out first. Who's the pathetic one now?
Go now, child.
Target practice.
Give them no respite. Sleep. Resistance is futile.
I don't see Kirishima.
He must have slipped away.
We don't know what he'll do next. Should we go after him? What's happening to you, Harumasa? Kirishima said you were deteriorating. Please, talk to me.
I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. I'll be okay in a minute.
If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately.
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse. So, I had them use my spinal fluid instead. We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our—
So what? They were supposed to take a spinal fluid sample during the day while they were out? That doesn't fucking make sense.
You need to go to the hospital, now.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain. More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal. It might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form.
No, that makes sense. Who knows? They might fucking be conscious in there as they're, you know, monsterified.
You're in really bad shape, and you still want to fight that ethereal?
Don't worry. No one values my life more.
Bringer was.
Thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner. No need to worry. You should be happy for me. I can finally put an end to all this.
Dance! Let's not disappoint our customers!
Let's turn that back down.
You cannot stop me. Surrender!
This guy isn't tough. No. Trust me. I can beat him. I have to.
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
Good, so are... Well, not good, but so are the other guys.
Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see your humor anymore.
Hey, give us back the key!
Who do you think you are? Just stay here. You won't survive for much longer.
Damn it! I won't let you...
Back in the inner world.
Stay with me!
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet! I still have unfinished business.
Archery feels like a very extra hobby also for like
Listen to me.
a sick, dying kid. You know, I feel like that's got to take a lot of strength to do archery.
To be sought from the
So, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the...
You pull the string.
The secret indicator that he's like actually kind of strong.
stash it as long as there's a single drop my people can replicate it. You...
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
And maybe it's strong enough to bring him back from the brink.
Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world.
That's going to be the Deus Ex Machina to have him recover here.
Guess this was my final vacation request.
Wait, no. They love shit like that. That's straight out of Roxas. Like, oh, I guess my summer vacation is over.
This headband is yours now.
Huh? Can I really have it?
As I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
Got it! Thank you, Master!
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Just like Mom and Dad? Did I do something wrong?
It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me to skip work and take a break. But not yet.
So it's inherited laziness.
And I will finish it.
Will you come back after your break?
If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me. If the gods have abandoned this world,
The Shadow Cabal,
trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice. But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil. So, Asaba Harumasa. I wish for your life to always be your own. Not a sacrifice for anyone or anything. And I'm sorry.
What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it?
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness.
That's right! We prepared lots of yummy goodies!
Asaba, you're on time today. Very good. To celebrate, we've invited a special guest.
It's me, the criminal.
Executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue. But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed.
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6. And with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people. I'm very proud of you.
Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush. But thanks.
What was that saying again? Those who survive a catastrophe are destined for great fortune. Guess I'll take a fortune cookie.
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in
Just
my
the way he talks. It's like the most dating sim out of any of the characters here.
The doctor said the fact I was alive was sheer luck. Not to mention how quick my recovery was.
They're really feeding the fanfics with this guy.
Explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. Guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
I I'm just glad you're okay. So, what happened to Kirishima?
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. Their conditions are stable now, and I'll be helping with their living expenses. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that's a decent lead to work with.
About your master, did you take care of everything?
Yeah. I've collected his belongings, and the funeral's next month. Though, I might be the only one attending. To me, Master was my only family. So I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word? Just like my birth parents did. But now, it just feels like none of that matters anymore. The deceit and exploitation were real. But so were the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too.
Have you decided to forgive him?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. It's just acceptance.
You can see his little boy fangs there now.
Good or bad.
I didn't realize he had boy fangs the whole time.
There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what...
Is that a hint that, like,
always going to be...
he grew fangs because of the vampire drugs, maybe?
Like how I was on the brink, but recovered miraculously.
I'm holding on to my vampire shadow cabal theory.
Lost family. I got to meet you and my amazing teammates.
God, he wants to fuck so bad.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life.
No duh.
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease.
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you. We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only works on you.
So is that a one-time save, though, or is that actually going to help him going forward?
It's a shame that it is an unfinished product, but it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death.
So, it wasn't a miracle.
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness. No wonder that ethereal stayed near it.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure. For me. I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him. Thanks for being here. Don't worry. I'll live my life to the fullest. But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life. Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
Bottom.
All right, I promise.
Thank you. Though, I really hope that day doesn't come anytime soon. All right. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest. In this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
Why are we talking with the Bang Boo and not him? Oh, am I not in the photo? Okay. Sure, that's fine. I don't really care. I can probably put this on my picture board, but like, it's not essential. And before it already happened, what did? And hello song. We are nearly done. He's already a wandering ghost? Nah. They have a ghost lady. They only need one ghost character. I actually have a couple pulls I can do probably, since I am actively trying to get Miyabi. Normally I do my pulls off stream now, but we could do a couple of those. I'm just making a note of these achievements to put in my tracker before I claim these. It's probably like 5 pulls, like it's not a lot. And I'm only like 48 or something in. So it's unlikely, but who knows? I'm due for some pulls that aren't taking me fucking like 80. Yeah, we'll do pulls quick and then we'll call it a night. Because this ended up taking the whole stream. I thought it was going to be an hour, somehow. I guess I should have known better since it was like main story content. So we'll fit in Dragon Age some other night soon. I don't want to just like not play it this week. Yeah, I gotta do singles. So we'll do a few singles. And well, I guess I'll at least get an A rank at the end if nothing else, but there's not that many 4 stars, so I literally have all the 4 stars maxed out. If I don't get a weapon, the A's aren't really worth anything. Although it at least refunds me for another pull. Yeah, we have a cat boy, so we can get one more pull out of that. Oh, 4 pulls actually. I don't know how 4, but sure, I'll do another 4. Hey, Sokaku, that's another pull right there. That feels more generous than Genshin. I don't know if a repeat in Genshin gives you a whole, like, new pull. Yeah, that's it. 10 pulls, nothing exciting. It's just all repeats and shit I have, but I'm closer to Miyabi at least. I will get her eventually. Probably next time I stream this, I will have her. Thanks for hanging though, gamers. I don't think I'm gonna bother raiding anybody tonight. I'm just gonna raw dog the end here. But we'll do Metaphor tomorrow as planned, and then honestly Saturday is probably likely for when I would try to slot in some Dragon Age. Saturday night, 8 p.m. usual time. Oh, today's Wednesday. So Marvel Rivals tomorrow, actually. Not Metaphor. I don't know why I thought it was... I mean, it just hit midnight, so it is now Thursday for me, but in terms of, like, the waking day, Thursday, tomorrow, Marvel, then Metaphor, then Dragon Age probably on Saturday. Unless, like, if nobody's available for Marvel tomorrow for some reason, then we could do Dragon Age then. But I'm enjoying having my multiplayer friend game time, so I would like to do more Marvel if Mr. Bomb or Mr. Bear or Mr. Park are around. Alright, I'm yapping. I'm blabbing. We're gonna call it a night. So, good night. See you guys later. Bye-bye.